You are now listening to the Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Tuesday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thanks so much for tuning in. We do have a wonderful program for you today. We'll get you caught up on what's happening out there with Deb's Woke News. We do have a special interview today as well, plus What'd You Do That's New. Dave Jenkins joins us. He's the president of Conservatives for Responsible Stewardship. We're going to talk about this solar bill that passed here recently. And I get an interview with him. Also, Trivia Ross Thoughts, your calls and texts and talkbacks all day long. Welcome to the program. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead producer, Jack Brad Jones.
Good afternoon.
Comedy alien, Ross Padgett.
Oh, yeah, Jim.
What are we doing to the gap?
Well, we're shooting.
407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Find us easily on social. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at The Jim Colbert Show. On Twitter, just at Jim Colbert Show. All day, every day online at JimColbertLive.com. How's everybody doing today?
Oh, what a beautiful day.
Nifty.
Too good. Absolutely too good of a day.
I know. Can we take the broadcast outside?
No joke.
I don't want to overhype this, but I'm really excited for Ross Thoughts today.
Why are you excited? It's 3 hours from now.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very entertaining.
I like the fact that you're teasing it way in advance. Is there a special guest? Or?
Not a special guest, but I'll tease it like this. One of us four, will be uncomfortable and borderline embarrassed.
Okay. As long as it's not me, that's fine.
We'll find out.
You should say one of these three.
One of these three.
All right, very good.
I mean, it could have also been me. I embarrass myself all the time.
Yeah,
on
me
this
too.
damn show.
Listen, I try to do it as much as I can.
It's a lot of fun.
It's good for ratings.
I'm leaving at 6 today.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. What'd you do that's new at 4 o'clock? We'll go for my choice. Maria Bamford, who is a comedian, kind of an underground. She had a hot minute there where she was on TV for a little bit, then had some mental issues and went away and then came back and has done comedy through that entire experience. Is one of the more interesting stand-ups you'll ever see in your life or hear.
Oh, yeah.
And Ross almost scored for us. You told me before the show you almost had something very cool.
Yeah, I have a couple of friends that know Maria, and I was trying to get her on the show, but now that you've brought it up, I can safely say I failed.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it.
Ridiculously failed.
Look, you even tried. I appreciate even the effort, but apparently the contact is out of the country.
Yeah. The person who I know who knows Maria is out in Spain.
Yeah. That's what people who know Maria do.
Yeah.
They go to Spain and whatnot.
You want me to hit her up on Twitter?
No,
and ask her to come?
That's fine. That's fine.
All right.
She probably wouldn't do the interview anyway. Although I have to tell you, she's very interesting. When I get into watching somebody do comedy or get into one of those wormholes, I will watch everything associated. So interviews she does with colleges or where she was invited to speak at a library or there's like 30 people there. She's doing the whole thing. It's actually kind of funny, and she's really unique. So we'll find out how you guys felt about that around 4 o'clock. We'll talk to Dave Jenkins today about the solar bill. And it's just interesting, the group that he's part of, the Conservative Stewardship President.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like a group of people that would give me a new dad.
It's Conservatives for Responsible Stewardship. It's exactly what it is, right? You go there to get a new parent. That's not it, though.
You show up, and then your dad gets better.
Dude, I got to tell you, what's crazy about this guy is what he did before this. Before this, he was like the president of the Canoe Association.
Oh, what?
So it's going to be interesting to talk to him today.
That's pretty funny to be that passionate about canoes.
Well, there's a canoe story in the news. Did you guys see the thing about the guy?
Canoe story?
There's a canoe story out there.
An amazing canoe story.
To be honest,
Ross.
I'm going to be dead honest with you. Ross, have you ever been lost?
All the time.
I mean, not just generally in life.
Not figuratively, literally.
I mean, have you ever been literally lost? Like been somewhere and genuinely not know how to get out of that area?
Yes.
Where was that?
It was up north. I think it was in Georgia. I was on a trail, and me and my friend got lost.
Got mixed up? How did you get found?
We decided, oh, well, we have to go down, so let's just go down.
Right, okay. Okay.
We just looked for downward slope.
So you just
got back.
You had to go down, okay. Yeah, down?
Down.
Okay.
It was,
so
it
you
was
on
like
a
a mountain.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got you. Okay, I wasn't aware. Out where I live, there's a number of hiking trails, And occasionally you'll see people walking on the road with their hiking gear where they've lost their way on the trail and just decided to walk toward the road.
Right.
And we call it the walk of shame all the time because the trails are clearly marked. I mean, it's almost impossible to get lost, but people do it anyway.
Do you do it? Do you go on these trails?
I do go on the trails. My wife and I go. My wife and my daughter just went the other day. But again,
your wife and your daughter is not you.
I know, but I went on the same trail that they went on. We've gone on before.
Okay.
He just likes jerking that chain.
I know, but it's and the thing is, you can't get lost. You legit cannot get lost out there because the trails are so well marked.
You follow the trail.
Yeah, they're all marked. There's a map you can pick up. It's impossible. This guy though in Lake County, he went missing because he was canoeing out there in Alexander Springs. One great thing about Central Florida, which I see on TikTok occasionally, is they talk about all of our great springs. And when you see them, you're like, oh, man, I wish I lived there. Wait a minute.
Right.
I live like 15 minutes from half of these things, right? But he was canoeing, and his canoe flipped over. And the guys behind him, he was like, just go ahead. I'll walk out of here, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Not realizing he was walking basically into the Ocala National Forest. And he was out there for 2 full days.
No. 2 days. He was finally found this afternoon.
Sunday afternoon. He was there all day Monday, and they found him today at 12 o'clock, dehydrated and looking to get the hell out of there. They're actually still trying to figure out how to get him out.
Really?
Yeah.
How did they find them?
Probably with a drone or chopper. They were looking that entire area, but you have to understand, it's extremely woodsy. And he was wearing I don't know if that's what he was wearing, but wearing something white or whatever to be seen. But I mean, even flying over doesn't guarantee you a view of what's happening below the canopy.
He was found about 1/10 of a mile into the woods from the shoreline where he was last seen. The deputies say he was significantly dehydrated, and the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission are the ones who found him. 39-year-old Davidson on job. He was in the Alexander Springs area of Altoona, the booming metropolis.
Oh, yeah,
that is Altoona.
Yeah.
1/10 of a mile?
Yeah, he was only 1/10 of a mile in. That's not that far.
No.
Yeah, now this is embarrassing.
What's crazy? So he's 1/10 of a mile from perfectly fresh water at Alexander Springs. Flows out of the ground. Been out of the ground for a total of 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Where he was and dehydrated 1/10 of a mile. You can throw a baseball 1/10 of a mile, can't you?
Yeah.
I would love to see his face when he was told you were 1/10 of a mile away.
I mean, he could probably hear people frolicking and having fun canoeing from where he was.
You would think. I mean, I'm happy this guy is safe.
Yeah. And do you want to walk? Do you want to walk out of the woods as Davidson and Jab in Altoona? I'm here, guys.
That sounds like a foreign language. What that sentence that you just said, and Jab Altoona.
Yeah, his name is Davidson Anjab, Anjab, and he just walked out. He's out there now. Do you know where Altoona is, buddy?
No idea.
It's rural.
Okay.
It's very rural.
Yeah.
Home of Bigfoot.
Like
so right on the edge of the Ocala National Forest, right?
Yeah, exactly. You've
1/10 of a mile.
Well, it's right there by the entrance of Lake George as well.
Okay.
So which is up there where Silver Glen Springs and all those springs are.
All of everything you just said, foreign.
Yeah.
No idea.
Not far from here. We're probably not even an hour and 10 minutes from where this thing happened, right up the street.
Well, I'm happy this guy found his way home.
Yeah. Jack did something before the show today. I am too, because you don't want to hear any story like that. I mean, they're really good at it. I mean, Lake County, because when you go to the springs, it's heavily policed in that area, Lake George area. So there's a lot of officials in that area.
I would be just like this guy if my phone died. If my phone dies, I'm in trouble.
Anywhere, even in the mall.
I'm gonna start making things up like, oh, there's algae on this tree, which means I have to go northwards. I have no idea.
I think legit, the only place I've ever been lost is an airport. I think I got lost in the airport once. I forget where I was. I want to say Chicago, maybe?
That will happen at O'Hare.
I just got lost in the airport. Just kind of got mixed up where I couldn't figure out where I was because the terminal, we had to switch planes or whatever. The terminal was always the same. And we got lost walking somewhere in another city one time. My wife said, we should just walk. And I'm like, you know what kills me about your idea of walking? We don't know anything about this city. We could legit walk right into the worst part of town. Like we did in San Francisco. Right. Literally took one left. Next thing you know, there's dudes smoking crack in sleeping bags. They pop out like turtles, hit the crack pipe, and then right back in. By the way, that's on a public sidewalk. If you can dodge the Duke.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't sound that bad.
No, it's pretty bad. Either way.
It's the Duke.
We're glad that he's out, and we're glad that he's better.
Absolutely.
But Jack did something right before the show that I kind of did. It kind of shocked me a little bit. We only have a few minutes.
Jack, what'd you do?
What'd you do?
We're talking. He's kind of talking. Jack gets a phone call, and he goes, hold on, I got to grab this. Jack does not send any phone call to voicemail. He answers every single phone call he gets.
Why-
Even if he
No,
doesn't know it, it's the dumbest thing.
What?
The dumbest thing.
No, I don't want to sell my house.
Why do you answer them?
I gotta.
You
I
don't.
gotta know.
Yeah. Why would you answer a phone
It
call?
may be a person.
Come on.
It may be
Even
a
if
person.
it says scam likely, you answer.
My phone, I don't
Scam
know.
likely.
I'm on Verizon. I never get scam likely.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I
man,
never,
yeah.
I never
yeah.
get that.
Yeah, I get that all the time. Scam alert.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
scam
never
alert.
get that.
So Jack gets a phone call, and I don't even know if Ross knows what this is. Jack gets a phone call from Publishers Clearinghouse letting him know that he has an unclaimed prize ready to pick up.
Yeah.
What do you think Jack does? He hangs up on him. He hung the phone up on Publishers Clearinghouse telling him he'd won something. He hung up.
I hung the phone up on a recording telling me they were Publishers Clearinghouse.
Oh.
It was them, Jack.
Yeah.
You have no faith.
Jim
Not till
can't-
Ed McMahon shows up with a giant check and
He's
balloons at my
Hey,
door.
if
He's
Ed
dead, Jack.
McMahon shows up, you got
Right.
bigger issues. You're going to need to call your priest. Worry about the cash and the check later.
Check schmeck.
Exactly.
You better get
Ed
that cross
McMahon's
out.
here. He wants to talk to you.
And he ain't laughing.
And he's not laughing.
You don't know what Publishers Clearinghouse is.
It sounds like they publish books, man. I don't know. Ed
You've ne-
McMahon.
God,
You've never
this is-
seen the commercials where they show up with the balloons and the big check, and you've just won.
Yeah,
$1 million for life, or $5,000 a week for the rest of your life. Man, when you were a kid my age, like when you were 13, 14, 15 years old, you would literally sit and watch your grandmother fill those things out, and you're already spending the money. Because she's the only one filling it out.
And then you'd watch the Super Bowl, because after the Super Bowl
Oh,
is when
yeah.
they'd walk right up
Right.
live to that person's house. It's like,
Oh, my.
Oh, is
you're
it
looking
us?
out your window. It's like, oh, damn.
Exact. No van.
And my uncle
Ain't
and
no van.
my uncle and I came to the conclusion that they never really paid anybody. It was all staged. Nobody ever really got the money because we never figured out how they could make money to give that kind of cash away. That's how much money's in it. My mom,
Yeah.
oh my God, my mother still, after passing last August, still gets one a month of those things, and I don't understand how they afford to even send it out. It's like sending a dictionary to somebody. It is, the envelope is honestly 1.5 inches thick. It weighs like 1.5 pounds.
Enter it. See if they'll show up at your house.
I got when I moved to Orlando. I grew up. When I moved to Orlando, I used to hang out with this guy, and his mom was a sweeper. You know what a sweeper is?
Oh,
A sweeper.
Yeah.
She's a sweeper.
Like Mary
Yep.
Poppins?
No. She was a sweeper.
A sweeper.
A sweeper.
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 She swept.
she entered sweepstakes upon sweepstakes upon sweepstakes.
Okay.
How much stuff do you think she won?
Once.
Buddy, listen, let me tell you. This is no lie. I promise you this is 100% truth. And she was an interesting woman because she just stayed in her bedroom all the time. And we think she had a small bill problem. But she would never work. She was only in her bedroom, and all she did was enter sweepstakes. My buddy walks out. I said, does she win anything? Oh, my God, it seems like the biggest waste of time. He goes, come here. And he walks to the garage, and he opens the garage door, a 3-car garage from the top to the bottom. Dryers, washers, microwaves, refrigerators, freezers, radios, furniture. She just entered to win and would win this stuff and do nothing with it. She was just a sweeper, a complete addict. She won trips. She took a friend to Italy. She took a friend to Canada, up on this tour up through Canada, all won by just sitting in her bedroom and filling out sweepstakes. I don't know that she ever bought anything.
That's weird.
Yeah, that was a big part of American culture for many years, man.
Just sweeping up.
It was, right?
Sweepstaking.
I mean, you remember it, Jack.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and another reason, I know we got to go, but the other reason I answer my phone is because I'm playing our Grand in Your Hand contest, and I'd like to win $1,000 for my Heart Radio.
That's
Well,
right.
don't
Just
forget.
like a listener on the Monsters did today.
Oh, hey, that 3 o'clock keyword is work.
That's right. Get to work. WORK. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance to win 1,000.
And then at 4 o'clock, if your phone rings, answer it.
Yes.
Please do. All right.
Yes.
Deb, what's coming up for news?
Well, we've got Russia's foreign minister announcing a new phase of the war in Ukraine. Florida lawmakers will consider ending Disney's self-governing power. And 4 of the NFL's top quarterbacks are competing in the match. We'll tell you who they are and more Next in Woke News.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Back with Deb's News. More of the Jim Colbert Show right after this.
Take your home workouts to the next level. Or just lay on the couch. Either one works. Just tell your smart speaker to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
Our heaviest traffic continues eastbound on I-4 between US 27 in Polk County up to 429 and also between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. We're slow too heading west on I-4 between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway and also between 429 and Osceola Polk Line Road. A water rescue in progress. Avoid 434 near Grant Street. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa hoagies are made just for you. Try a toasted cheesesteak, mouth-watering meatball, or classic Italian hoagie. Now you can add fresh mozzarella to any hoagie. Gotta have a Wawa.
Business owners, are you feeling the pressures of running your business? You know there's a limit to what you can do and still keep your employees engaged. Insperity brings 30 years of HR experience to help you with hiring, training, HR administration, and compliance while giving your employees competitive benefit options. You're able to focus on other priorities, your employees can thrive, and your business can grow. With Insperity, nothing seems impossible. Full service HR, employee benefits, HR technology, that's Insperity. HR that makes a difference.
This hour of talk is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Bring on the cold brew at Dunkin'. Whether you're in the mood for salty with our rich and creamy salted caramel cold foam or sweet with our smooth and velvety sweet cold foam, we've got the perfect sips. DD Perks members can enjoy a medium for $3. America runs on Dunkin'.
Exclusions, additional charges, and terms may apply. Participation may vary.
Baby boomers and retirees, stop the leftist smash and grab of your retirement savings. Take action now to shield your savings from socialism and volatile markets. National talk show host and best-selling author Chuck Oliver of The Hidden Wealth Solution will teach you how to get a head start to be retirement tax smart. Imagine learning proven strategies that are saving boomers and retirees thousands in unnecessary taxes. Visit taxessaved.com. Taxessaved.com.
Hi, welcome to IKEA. Happy Earth Month. Making a difference starts at home.
Oh, should I leave?
No, come in and explore our Earth Month event filled with offers, food samplings, and workshops to help make your home more sustainable. Plus, IKEA family members can save $20 when they spend $200 or more pre-tax when they scan their IKEA family card.
Wait, so I can help save the planet and save money?
Exactly. Come in and celebrate Earth Month at IKEA. Offer valid 4/22 to 4/24 in the U.S. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See store and IKEA-USA.com/offers for complete terms and restrictions.
Stop avoiding your erectile dysfunction issue. Peak Performance for Men is offering your best offer yet. Call today to book your free consultation and free blood flow evaluation. 1-800-210-8181. Peak Performance for Men helps over 80% of men who receive the treatment experience long-term improvement. Let the experts at Peak Performance for Men help you today. All it takes is one phone call for a free consultation. Free blood flow evaluation. Call 1-800-210-8181. That's 1-800-210-8181.
What's done more to improve overall health and wellness, modern medicine or personal hygiene? Actually, it's both. But considering that bathing went mainstream in the 1800s and brushing your teeth in the 1900s, isn't it time for something new, like cleaning your nose? After all, your nose is the body's air filter for trapping dirt and germs, the first line of defense against allergens, bacteria, and viruses from getting into your lungs. But how do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage isn't medicine, it's more like plumbing. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril to the very back of the nose where germs can get trapped and multiply, and then out the other nostril, flushing out mucus and microbes so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier. Join over 2 million others and find out for yourself how refreshing and easy to use Navage is. At Navage.com, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Today, I'll prepare arroz con pollo.
Let's try edamame instead of green peas.
And instead of white rice, 2 cups of Mahatma Basmati rice.
Why not?
Shh, Grandma better not hear me.
Rejuvenate traditions with Mahatma rice.
Unfollow la receta with Mahatma rice.
This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like the course keeps changing right before your eyes. And in order to maneuver it, you need an expert by your side. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the Windows PC PC, and tech solutions you need to help you get out in front and stay ahead of the game. Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. A start to a simpler experience with Windows 11 Pro. This is a metaphor for your business's journey. Sometimes it feels like the course keeps changing right before your eyes. And in order to maneuver it, you need an expert by your side. That's what Dell Technologies advisors do. They have the Windows PC and tech solutions you need to help you get out in front and stay ahead of the game. Call an advisor today at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. A start to a simpler experience with Windows 11 Pro.
Hurry in during Ram Truck Month, where you'll find J.D. Power's #1 brand in new vehicle quality in 2021. And right now, get 0% financing for 72 months on 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn and Laramie Crew Cab models. For 2021 J.D. Power award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Not compatible with any other offer. 0% APR financing for 72 months equals $13.89 per month per $1,000 financed for well-qualified buyers through Chrysler Capital, regardless of down payment. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for details. Take retail delivery by 5/2/22.
There's an app for everything. And I bet you have multiple apps on your phone just to order food, get a ride, or even find a date. But we made the iHeartRadio app your all-in-one app. Your favorite music, radio stations, and podcasts together, and all for free. Listen to your favorite radio station anywhere you want. Plus all your favorite music and just about every podcast in the world, all in one place with one touch. Download the free iHeartRadio app today. Discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
Rates as low as 1.99% with approved credit. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch, if you're into that kind of thing, at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, home of Canadian rap.
You're going to lick my what?
Boom, boom, down. Listen, you got to be careful with snow. You just heard 5-0's after him. They roll hard up in Canada.
They do.
You can't tell, though, with all the coats and stuff.
This song blew up while he was in jail.
Yeah, I know.
He missed out like on all of the fame from this song.
But isn't that immediate street cred right there?
Yeah, right. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Your 3 o'clock keyword is work, W-O-R-K. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance to win. The Monsters have primed the pump. They have a winner this morning. Let's get one today.
Yeah.
Again, your keyword is work. Good luck. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack and Ross are right over there. Let's get a check of the news. Here's Deb.
And now, it's time for Woke News. It seems like kind of a misuse of the whole world. On the Jim Colbert Show.
All right, Woke News brought to you by Home Loans Radio and that mortgage guy, Don. Russia's foreign minister says his country is beginning a new phase of the war in Ukraine. Sergei Lavrov said in an interview with India Today it would be, quote, a very important moment of this entire special operation, end quote. Asked about the use of nuclear weapons, he said Russia is against using them, and those accusations come from Ukrainian President Zelensky. He also claimed the devastating images of atrocities committed by Russian forces in a city northwest of Kyiv were staged.
Sure, yeah, staged.
Meanwhile, Ukrainian member of parliament and a political leader, Kira Rydik, is pleading for the opening of humanitarian corridors in the battered city of Mariupol. Despite multiple efforts to open humanitarian corridors in partnership with European leaders and the Red Cross, thousands still remain trapped in that city. Rydik said people were being forced to hide in basements and dying of hunger, dehydration, and common diseases due to a lack of access to supplies. She also revealed that officials had received reports out of Mariupol that Russian forces had bombed a hospital and left hundreds trapped under the rubble. Now, despite a Russian missile striking a World Central Kitchen in Ukraine over the weekend, the charity's founder says they're continuing their mission to feed hungry Ukrainians. Celebrity chef Jose Andres says, quote, sometimes to fight the good fight, a plate of food is just the beginning of a better tomorrow, end quote. 4 of his staff were wounded in the strike, but Andre says they're in high spirits and cooking and delivering around 320,000 meals on Tuesday.
Wow. Yeah.
He also spoke about his disappointment with countries who aren't supporting embargoes on Russia at this point in the conflict, noting how many women, children, and civilians are suffering and dying.
He's become a big socio-political player.
Yeah, he
Jose
really
Andres
has.
has his restaurant out in Disney called Haleo, Haleo, is exceptionally good.
Did we interview him? We interviewed him, right?
Jose Andres? I don't know if we interviewed. I'm not.
No.
I don't think we did. No.
We interviewed someone else who was connected to his charity.
Yeah, he did he did a humanitarian thing a couple years ago as well, where it was something like this, where he mobilized and
beginning of the pandemic.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
Exactly.
And he was feeding people like in New York City,
Right.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
All
exactly.
the workers and stuff. Yeah.
So credit to him, though, for being willing to stick around.
Yeah. By the way, go to his restaurant, get that tomato bread. I know it sounds simple, but my God.
All right, speaking of Disney, Florida lawmakers are considering ending Disney's self-governing power during a special session. Now, special districts put in place prior to 1968 essentially allow Walt Disney World Resort to function as its own government. If repealed, the theme park would fall under the jurisdiction of Orange and Osceola counties. The main purpose of the special session is to redraw the state's congressional maps that Governor Ron DeSantis vetoed. The last-minute decision to get rid of these special districts comes amid tension between DeSantis and the Walt Disney Company over the so-called Don't Say Gay law.
So special.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of special everything.
Yeah, well, the
special session.
Exactly. Redrawing districts doesn't, I guess, make the headlines. Police say a hostage situation that lasted more than 8 hours at an Altamont Springs pizza shop has been resolved. Thankfully, the incident began about 5:30 yesterday afternoon when a man took an employee, specifically the manager, hostage inside the Hungry Howie's. The police responded to the pizza shop after being alerted by that man's wife that he was having suicidal thoughts and making threats. The Seminole County Sheriff's Office and hostage negotiators also responded to the scene. And finally, at about 1 a.m., SWAT members used flashbangs to stun the suspect and take him into custody. So 49-year-old Neil Piddard is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, battery, and false imprisonment. The victim, thankfully, wasn't hurt.
Yeah, I don't think the gun was real. Yeah, was it an airsoft gun?
Well, I was going to ask if they had anything about that, because the first news story I said they mentioned a gun with an orange tip, which would lead you to believe it was not a firearm. It was more of a airsoft or BB gun.
He held him hostage while he ate.
Yeah.
And apparently the dude ate. He's sitting there holding the gun and eating pizza.
I mean,
he's shirtless.
that crust is pretty good.
Yeah.
This is what, like a mile from here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's right up the street.
Yeah, it's right up the street.
I saw footage of this on one of my friends' Instagram stories of just a sniper chilling on a roof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would have been donezo. They were just trying not to kill him. That's all it was.
Area businesses were evacuated while that hostage situation played out. All right, the search for a missing cruise ship passenger is at a sad end. The Coast Guard's Jacksonville sector announced yesterday it suspended the search for a man who went overboard Saturday on Carnival Cruise Line's Mardi Gras ship. 43-year-old Tang Tran apparently jumped off the ship into the ocean about 60 miles off Brevard County. The Coast search after covering over 2,000 square miles in about 60 hours.
They'll find him. He'll wash up on shore here somewhere.
I mean,
yeah,
You got to fight that urge.
Yeah.
I've been on a ship. I was like, what would happen if I jumped here?
Yeah, it'd be bad.
Jesus, Jack.
It'd be bad. Have you ever been on a cruise ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's impossible to ignore that. As soon as you get on it, the first thing you do, you go to the top, you get a hammer, you go to the edge.
Yeah.
That's what you do before you even leave. Before you even leave, top. Listen, go with Code Blow 40 minutes after he gets on the boat. Not able to walk, not communicating. You won't see him for 2 days. That's the best time on the cruise ship. Then we go right to the edge and we contemplate how bad it hurt.
Do you guys
Everybody does it.
Do you guys want to talk about
No,
this?
everything's fine.
You guys good?
We've talked.
I don't know. As I get older, I don't have these thoughts as much. But, the driving in traffic one, you ever, wonder what it would be like to just oncoming traffic.
I've been very happy I did not have. I'm very happy, actually. I had my dog in my car because I came very close. It was like, even if I take myself out, bitch, I'm taking you.
Jack, let me know. You and I will Thelma and Louise it right off the 16th floor.
What the hell is happening? Deb, are you saying that your dog prevented you from crashing your car?
Look, can I tell you, there's probably people that use less than that as motivation to keep from killing somebody in traffic. Have you driven in this state?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're right hand man.
Yeah, I'm safe.
Yeah.
Speaking of driving, Florida customers using the Uber and Lyft rideshare services are no longer required to wear masks. Today, the companies announced they were dropping the face covering requirement after a Florida judge struck down a federal mask mandate for public transportation. Uber and Lyft say masks are no longer required for riders or drivers, but the CDC still recommends masks for those with at-risk health issues or in areas of high transmission rates. Optional masking also took effect on Central Florida's Lynx public bus system, the Sunrail commuter train. Walt Disney World has dropped its mask mandate. Orlando International Airport, as well as all of the other airports in the state as well.
Real quick, can I say, did I spell Jaleo with a G or something?
No, you said it was
J-A... Huh? It's Jaleo. That's what I said, right? Because somebody was busting me up on the texting service like I spelled it incorrectly.
I thought I heard an H.
But it is, but it's pronounced like that. But it's a J, right? It's pronounced Jaleo, I believe, or Jaleo, or something like that.
Jaleo.
Yeah, right. I just want to make sure I was not going crazy.
What is that? A type of bread or a place in Florida?
It's a restaurant.
It's the
Jaleo
restaurant
Springs
with the tomato bread. That might sound amazingly simple, but you got to try it.
You got to try it.
The endives.
Okay.
Got to get the endives.
Over $1 million. I'm just going to interrupt you real quick. Over
also,
$1 million.
The Iberian pork is great too.
Over $1 million worth of new equipment is on its way to the Orlando Police Department. Congresswoman Val Demings presented the city with a check from the U.S. Treasury for $1.2 million yesterday for next generation body cameras that will allow for live streaming.
Okay.
And can be activated without having to push a button.
Good. That's more stuff they can't release.
Police Chief Orlando Rolone says the cameras are part of OPD's commitment to safety and transparency.
Good. That's actually a great thing for us.
That is. Now, this is...
Great for them as well.
This is a crazy story, but this is a law enforcement story from South Florida where a nationwide helium shortage is causing difficulties across Miami-Dade County.
Oh, no. Birthdays.
Police need helium to test drugs during investigations.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that, really.
That's got to sound funny.
The medical examiner needs it for blood
It's good stuff. You want to try it?
The medical examiner needs it for blood tests, and hospitals need it for MRI machines. Last week, police had to pay 25 times the normal price for 10 tanks of helium. An official who's worked in the medical examiner's office for over 40 years tells the Miami Herald this has never happened before.
Remember, didn't we have almost we had a shortage of helium during COVID when they were running out of it because it was the way that they used it for
some of the machines
oxygenation.
Yeah, exactly. For
or the oxygen tanks. I don't know.
No, it was definitely helium. Helium was a process for something, and they're having a shortage.
Exactly. It's been a shortage for a while, actually.
Testing drugs, though.
Got it right there behind
I
you.
had no idea they used it to test drugs.
Yeah.
Or that the medical examiner needed it for blood tests. I don't know.
They got to have a little fun off to the side with helium. How do you have helium and not just suck it in?
I mean, we have 2 balloons back there. It's been back there since Jack's birthday. You haven't bothered.
I'll be right back.
No, don't you do. Leave him back there. He's very proud of him.
Crew 4 astronauts have arrived at the Kennedy Space Center ahead of their mission to the International Space Station. Man, is it going to be busy over the Space Coast next couple of weeks.
The crew need a red light up there.
Yeah, exactly. The crew is scheduled to blast off at 5:26 a.m. Saturday morning. Ross, don't hurt his balloon.
Ross, what are you doing, bro?
Why are you so destructive? I thought your generation was supposed to be peaceful and respectful.
Exactly. Look at this. You're going to ruin that?
Well, then you challenged me.
Oh, God, get out of here. Nobody challenged you.
The astronauts will spend the week making final preparations for launch, including a dress rehearsal tonight. This will be NASA's 4th operational mission under the Commercial Crew program. Meanwhile, the Axiom 1 astronauts won't be around to greet the Crew 4 when it arrives at the station because their Dragon capsule is scheduled to depart tonight and splash down off the coast of Florida tomorrow afternoon.
Wow, really? That's cool.
Exactly. All right, parts of Florida under a red flag warning. You may notice the icon on any of your forecast apps, including the Tampa Bay area, Orlando, Sarasota, Fort Myers. The National Weather Service issued the warning until 8 o'clock tonight. They say because of low humidity, a lot of dry vegetation, and gusty winds. Any fires that start will likely spread quickly, and any outdoor burning should be avoided. Not only that,
really,
smokers, don't throw your cigarettes out your car windows because it just needs that little bit of dry grass on the side of the road, and the next thing you know, you've started a fire.
I'm glad you said that because I actually planned on doing some burning this weekend.
Oh, really?
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, it's red flag warning. But what's this jerk doing? I got a red flag warning in here. This jerk just destroyed my balloon.
By the way, you owe us $16. Those are $7.99 a piece.
I'm about to pass out.
God almighty.
I'm about to pass out. I was holding that in for a while. You guys challenged me, and now I'm back.
Now I want to do the rest of the newscast like that.
You guys tested my manhood.
Okay.
Now I want you to rap Snow.
I'm Informer. A siggity dappa dappa doopa day.
Licky boom.
Yep.
Licky boom boom down.
Licky boom boom down.
There you go.
Ooh.
Okay.
Go bring the rest of that balloon to Deb.
Are you guys looking for something fun to do on Earth Day?
Yeah.
And you've got a boat?
Uh-huh.
Volunteers are needed to help make Sarasota Bay cleaner.
Okay.
Sarasota Bay Watch is planning to release 120,000 clams into the bay on Saturday, but organizers need people to drive their boats to the designated spots and drop the clams.
Oh, that's cool.
The clams will help filter the water and make the bay healthier for marine life everywhere. And an organizer tells Fox 13 News this is going to take many people. And those interested can visit SarasotaBaywatch.org.
That's cool. The little lake I used to live on had mussels in it, and they would always tell you to be cool because those mussels really do filter the water.
They really do. They're a big difference maker. All right, a city close to our hearts in Volusia County is being recognized for its recreational assets.
That's cool.
The Florida Department of Environmental Protection designated DeBerry.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago as a trail town.
Yep.
Sick.
It's a...
The city is home to the St. Johns River, to Sea Loop, the Coast Guard Trail, and the Heart of Florida Loop. DeBerry's mayor tells the News Journal the city acts with a trail-first mindset from its development projects to its recreation activities. The Orlando Sentinel just recently had an article about DeBerry planning to use its natural beauty as to draw eco-tourists to the area, which I've always thought was a great idea.
I think they're actually starting some development on a downtownish kind of area there. We don't know where my parents live there or my in-laws live there. One of my daughters lives there.
Yeah.
It's a great little place, not that far away, and with the big roads now, you can move in and out of there.
And my fiance is still the longest-serving council member for the city of DeBerry. Served 12 years on the city council.
Wow.
That's
a
the
lot
city's mayor as well.
That's a big commitment.
All right, Florida Target customers with an old car seat, I want to get to this, can take advantage of the store's April car seat trade-in program until the end of the month. I checked with Jimmy on this because I didn't know if 20% off on a car seat was a big deal. But yesterday, participating Target stores began collecting old, expired, damaged, and unwanted car seats for a 20% off coupon on a new car seat, stroller, or other baby gear.
Yeah, let me tell you something. They better have an incinerator on property. The dirtiest thing in your car when you have a kid, and it's not even close, is that kid's car seat.
Without a doubt, but you definitely don't want to use them when they're damaged.
No.
And the event runs until April 30th, and customers must have Target Circle on their mobile device to receive their 20% discount coupon.
That's fine.
All right, Snoop Dogg is making fun of dumb criminals in his new series. That's the new trailer for So Dumb It's Criminal, featuring Snoop and a panel of comedians watching videos of inept criminals and cracking jokes at their expense. The comedians on the panel include Jay Farrow, Jim Jeffries, and Dion Cole of Blackish. Season 1 of So Dumb It's Criminal debuts tonight on Peacock. And finally, 4 of the NFL's top quarterbacks are competing in the next edition of a popular golf matchup. The June 1st version of Capital One's The Match will feature Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers going up against Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
Brady tweeted a graphic confirming the event will take place at Wynn Las Vegas. Brady joked they tried to make this a tag team cage match, but their contracts won't allow for it.
Okay.
Viewers can tune on TNT at 6:30 p.m. June 1st Eastern Time to watch the match.
The big thing about the match is no PGA Tour pros anymore. It's just all like football players.
Why?
I don't know, man. This is kind of Mickelson's thing, and of course he's not really making any public appearances right now.
But it doesn't. I mean, it was more fun when you teamed up someone,
I think
a golf pro with a quarterback.
Like, I'm not interested in watching it now.
Exactly.
Really?
No, I have no interest in watching 4 people who don't know how to play golf. I want to watch at least one part of that team have some game and drag it along. But I do these,
What about if Charles Barkley was part of it?
Yeah, again, I'm just not interested in watching people hit bad shots. I play golf. I can watch that all day.
But do you know if these guys are bad golfers? Or?
Well, I mean, Brady's a pretty good player. They're all okay. Aaron
But they're
Rodgers,
not PGA.
Yeah, but I mean, you're tuning in to somebody play golf on television,
right?
You don't want to watch somebody hit a 140 yard 6-iron. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, who wants to see that? And now you all are officially woke, and Woke News is brought to you by Home Loans Radio with that mortgage guy, Don. I bet you'd love to stop paying rent and buy your own home, right? But you've got a lot of questions, and you're not sure who the best person is to ask. Well, I do, and that person is that mortgage guy, Don. He loves to answer your questions, too. Answers about 100 every single day. Takes him about 3 hours, but it's so easy to get your question answered. Just homeloansradio.com. Look for the Ask Don bubble. Type your question without any obligation or fear of ever being added to a spam list. It really is just as easy as homeloansradio.com or thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. Somebody said you sound like Fritz with the helium.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
That's a good thing. He's a good guy.
All right, good.
He's a great guy.
Any way I can sound like Fritz, the better.
Yeah, he stole my balloon.
Yeah, he did. He destroyed it.
Not cool, bro.
Did you do both of them?
Yeah, I mean, kind of, yeah.
You inhaled it and then sat there and did nothing?
And then you didn't share?
It's helium.
Yeah.
It's at a shortage. 407-916.
Deb kept talking during her news. That's
not
true.
Oh my God,
he didn't get a
almighty.
chance to talk.
Oh, you got some in there left. Save that, and we'll have you act like a fool when we come back. Back in a sec.
Orlando City returns to Exploria Stadium to host New York Red Bulls this Sunday on Real Radio 104.1. Orlando City matches on Real Radio are brought to you by Mossy Oak Fence.
This Real Radio 104.1 weather report sponsored by Rude Air Conditioning, powered by Ferguson HVAC.
Well, everybody, good Tuesday to you. Fox 35 Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King now, Fox 35 Storm Center. Want to update you. Central Florida weather on this Tuesday. Downright gorgeous. Enjoy. We're sunny. We're cooler. Upper 70s with a nice north breeze at 15 to 20. Downright windy in the coastal areas, though. 58, clear, cool, comfy tonight. Occasional breezes from the northeast at 5 to 10. For your Wednesday and beyond, friends, highs around the 80-degree mark will grow a little higher by the weekend, about 84 by Saturday, but generally dry weather, lots of sun. We'll keep things breezy from the east with overnight lows to the 50s and mid-60s. For Fox 35, I'm Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Jamie King. You take care.
This report is sponsored by Audible. This spring, let Audible bring a smile with comedy, sci-fi, thrillers, or whatever you love listening to. From audiobooks to exclusive originals to podcasts, find it all on Audible. Sign up and start free at audible.com.
There are so many words to describe Panera's new Chef's Chicken Sandwiches. The chicken, juicy, succulent, seared. The brioche roll, buttery and toasty. The Parmesan crisps, crunchy, tangy. The secret aioli, creamy and rich. All those words, but when you have a bite, you might just be left speechless. Panera's new Chef's Chicken Sandwiches. Enjoy $1 delivery fee when you order on our app. Restrictions apply. For details, visit panerabread.com/delivery info.
Do you want to sell your home fast and easy without a realtor? This is Gabriel with Florida Cash Home Buyers. You can sell us your home in 7 days or on your time frame. We can even pay you a cash advance before the closing. Call us at 407-410-9000. We can buy your home in any condition. No cleaning or fixing anything. And there's no commissions or fees. Call us today for a free cash offer. 407-410-9000. That's 407-410-9000.
A little to the left. Now to the right. Back to the left just a bit. Oh, that's good. Oh, wait. I think it was supposed to go on a different wall.
You're kidding!
Armstrong Air believes that comfort doesn't need to be complicated. We'll help keep you warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Visit ArmstrongAirInc.com and let Armstrong Air deliver the comfort you deserve. Mention this ad for a residential $79 precision AC tune-up. Turn to the experts today with Carrier and Armstrong Air.
I'm Charles. I got a bad back injury when a truck crashed into my car. You know those lawyer ads. All they talk about are themselves and money, money, money. I wanted the best doctors for my back. I called attorney Glenn Clausman. He got me to really good doctors, and I'm doing great. Glenn was always available to talk to. He got me a great settlement and quicker than I thought possible. Car crash? Call Clausman at 407-917-1718. KL.
And get rewarded with a free large fountain drink or coffee. Plus, you could save at the pump. Download the app to join. Racetrack, whatever gets you going. Offer valid for 7 days after sign-up. $1 initial purchase required. Limitations apply. See racetrack.com/rewards for details.
One thing I like about IDC is we're very transparent.
Meet John DiSabatino, manager at International Diamond Center.
Somebody comes in and they're looking for a diamond. We're very transparent on what that diamond is.
In fact, at IDC, they'll share with you the inside secrets of the diamond industry. Teach you how to buy like a dealer buys with a no-holds-barred diamond education, including how to value a diamond on the world market.
We don't believe on creating an artificial markup and then coming down on the price, which you'll see a lot of our competitors will do. We even have customers that'll leave other jewelry stores, walk in here, and then the other jewelry stores call them again and taking another $1,000 off the price. Well, what was the real price?
It's different at IDC because there's nothing to hide. No pricing games, no tricks, no old school ridiculous margins.
We look at overall volume. We're not looking at trying to make this huge profit.
It's all about putting you first and respecting your intelligence.
So coming here at IDC, you're going to get the best merchandise at the best prices, and you're going to get the best experience.
International Diamond Center, 4 Orlando area locations. Online at shopidc.com.
If you've ever ordered food for work, you understand. It's different. There's just so much more at stake. Whether it's a meeting, a client call, or lunch with the office that has to arrive at the actual lunchtime, food for work has to work. That's why there's Easy Cater. Food that's on time and as ordered from over 82,000 restaurants. And if there's a problem, rare, you can reach someone in seconds.
Thank you for calling Easy Cater.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
There are so many words to describe Panera's new Chef's Chicken Sandwiches. The chicken, juicy, succulent, seared. The brioche roll, buttery and toasty. The Parmesan crisps, crunchy, tangy. The secret aioli, creamy and rich. All those words, but when you have a bite, you might just be left speechless. Panera's new Chef's Chicken Sandwiches. Enjoy $1 delivery fee when you order on our app. Restrictions apply. For details, visit panerabread.com/delivery info.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
If you like us here, like us everywhere. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. This is the Jim Colbert Show. Also available on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Just search The Jim Colbert Show.
Ross, it is absolutely correct. I've been on many cruises, and you feel the urge to jump. And I am a non-swimmer. I cannot swim. No one can swim in that ocean pretty much, but I can't even swim, and I get those urges.
I don't think women have it. I don't know that women do it. I think it's a guy thing.
No.
Nah, I've never heard a woman say it. All right,
think about it.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041 to call us. Text us, 77031.
I think when couples are on the cruise, the women, that their urge is more like push instead of jump.
Yeah, I think, it's more like a... Yeah, you go to that top floor. On some of those cruise ships, you can't access the very top unless you have some kind of pass or whatever. You know, that very top, it's like 18 stories or 18 floors up there. It's a good drop. It's 100 feet. Minimum, for sure, 100 feet. It would be stingy. But the thing is when you look down, because the ship is so massive and the ocean is so massive, it looks closer than what it is, I'm sure. But you feel that urge. It's odd.
Everyone.
Yeah, I don't know about everyone. Like I said, I've never heard a woman say it, but it's a guy thing for sure, that you go on a cruise ship and you look over that edge, you just wonder if you could make it if you jumped.
I mean, you would make it.
Yeah, you'd make it down. Gravity would take care of that. What we're saying is, would you live?
Would you survive the fall? And then, are you far enough away from the ship and you don't get caught in the
you get
the
pulled
wash
under, the undertow?
Yeah.
Is that going to happen?
We've
seen Titanic.
Right.
You got to make sure you're on the right part of the ship when it.
And then I don't know how far you go down in the water when you jump like that. But if you don't land right or correctly, and you don't know how to enter the water at that speed, you could kill you. The impact could kill you if you hit back front like belly flop or back buster or whatever you call that.
Back buster.
Yeah. There's words for that when you do those belly flop or back buster or whatever, and you hit. It's going to kill you. The impact's going to kill you. It's going to be like hitting concrete.
Texter says their mother has the urge to jump from tall places.
Wow, really?
Mm.
I've never heard that from a woman. It's only dudes. Only guys have that weird thing where they feel like they have to do stuff like that, like go fast on motorcycles and jump off buildings and jump out of cruise ships. Cruise ships is a specific thing, though, man.
Do you guys have any other thoughts of like, you know what? I think I might just end it.
I tell you the other thing that's kind of weird. Like when we were in Austin, we were on the 24th floor of our hotel, and when you looked out, it was like you stand right next to the window. You're right. There's no ledge or anything. You're right there. I mean, your feet are inches from the edge of the building because of the way it's designed. I mean, for me, I can't even go to the edge there, but I could go to the edge of a cruise ship and just look right over.
Yeah, no.
The other thing I tell you, when we went to the Hoover Dam, it is remarkably easy to jump over the Hoover Dam if you wanted to go. I mean, the thing is no more than just waist high. The one little bar, they just rely on you being cool.
Isn't it angled? Couldn't you skateboard down?
No, you could. Well, I mean, theoretically. I mean, hitting's gonna be a bitch. You can do
Jack, your bucket list is really concerning me.
Yeah, it's like a skateboard ramp. It's transitioned out at the bottom.
You want to know another weird one?
Someone's jumped, by the way. They tell you there. They love the people who work there. Love to tell you about the people who have jumped there or tried to slide down and wind up sliding into one of the. I don't think it's an exhaust port, but it's something down there that is not cool. You can Google it and see.
Here's one that happens to me during job interviews. Just imagine reaching out and punching the person in the face.
That you're interviewing?
No, that I'd be interviewing for a job. I've had that before.
That you wanted to punch somebody?
Yeah, it's just like, what would it be like if I just
slapped him?
Whatever they're saying, whatever she was saying,
right?
No, whatever they're saying, that's not this movie running in my head. I'm just like, what would that be like?
If you just punched somebody?
If I just punched them.
Oh, the number one I have right now, Ross, is traffic. In traffic, I do fantasize about running people over.
Oh, definitely.
That's
big time.
The number one right now. I have on more than one occasion, and when I say one, at least 1,000, wish that I had a Mad Max-esque vehicle that I could bulldoze people off of the road because I have deemed them incapable of driving on these streets.
You know,
I do weekly.
And then you guys always wonder why I drive safe.
Yeah.
It's because I'm sharing the road with Jim.
I mean,
it fantasizes.
Worse than that. If you were in the right-hand lane and you were doing something that I thought was stupid, which for you it would just be driving, right?
Yeah.
I would actually fantasize about swinging all the way out to the left-hand lane and then so that way I could have more momentum when I came into the side of your car fully T-boned, knocking you off of the road. That I would actually fantasize about how I hit you.
See,
not just hitting you.
For me, it's not only how they drive. I sometimes run that movie in my head if they flip cigarette butts out their window.
Yeah.
Or if I just disagree politically with their bumper stickers.
I do not go that far, but the littering thing is a big deal too. You just want to have I want to have a pressurized thing on my car, like a cannon. And that just shoots sewer water into anybody's car that flips off, throw stuff out. And there are people that just throw it out like it's nothing, just eating it, throw the whole plate, dump it out onto the road. I've seen that a bunch.
So fantasize.
Yeah, fantasize.
As in it's a fantasy of yours.
As in dream about.
Do you think this is healthy?
Well, Ross, I don't really think if it is or isn't. If I had to make a decision on whether it was or was not, I would say it's probably not healthy. Because a blood pressure situation probably isn't the best thing for me. But it does keep me from doing something stupid by fantasizing about it and then not doing it. That's an outlet of some sort.
Okay.
Do you agree or not agree?
Agree that it takes place of you actually ever doing it?
No. Yeah, if it's a stress reliever to just fantasize about doing it. That's better.
Yeah, therefore it could be considered healthy.
Yes.
And apparently
Nice
this
call.
need to jump is a real thing, I guess, called Call of the Void.
Call of the Void?
Isn't that cool? That's my new rock band name.
I've never heard that term.
Call of the Void, apparently. The urge to jump from a high place is called Call of the Void, and it's a real thing.
Wow.
Definitely is.
Check that out.
See, Ross? You thought it was just
We're
us.
talking science, Ross, and you're trying to talk comic book stuff, buddy.
Yeah.
When are you going to grow up and join the adult conversation, man? We're trying to have a conversation here about something serious.
I'm hung up on you using the word fantasize.
I can't hear you. I'm in the void.
Yeah. Because you use the word fantasize, like some people imagine two girls at once. You fantasize car accidents and taking the lives of other people.
I don't want anybody to get hurt.
What do you think is going to happen with your sewage cannon?
In my fantasy, with my fantasy, the sewage cannon just does its job by embarrassing the person and letting them know, hey, look, when you throw trash on the street, I'm throwing trash at you now. But the ultimate trash, because I want a lesson to be taught. The other one, where I'm ramming people off of the road, it's like cartoon stuff, man. Nobody's getting hurt. They're just out of my way.
I mean, it's that or a fistful of pennies at 80 miles an hour out your driver's side window. Bink, there you go.
You fantasize about that?
No, that's why you keep that cup of change next to your cup
no,
holder.
you don't fantasize about that. What are you doing throwing out free money?
Oh, yeah.
So un-Republican of you.
I want them hurt, but not that bad.
Not $4 worth of hurt.
Not $1.80 a loose. All right, back in a second with What You Do That's New.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price.
We're looking at a stop-and-go ride still coming out of Polk County east on I-4 between U.S. Highway 27 to 429. It's also heavy between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. If you're traveling westbound, expect a slow go between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway, and also between 429 and Osceola Polk Line Road. So far, we're still in good shape on the beach line. No reported problems there. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples has your workspace covered with functional furniture and organizational items curated by Staples Work-From-Home Style Squad. This week, save up to $100 on select chairs. In-store only offer ends 4/30, limit 2. Explore solutions for your workspace at Staples, the working and learning store.
Springtime is a great time to add appeal and value to your home with a beautiful new fence from our friends over at Mossy Oak Fence. Whether it's to keep nosy neighbors outside, maybe to keep your puppies and kids inside, the fence freaks at Mossy Oak have you covered. Freaks on quality, your satisfaction, and of course your security. Skilled craftsmen use only the very best materials, and that gets you the best results every single time. And they give you the quality, and that quality is backed up by the best warranty in the business. Just visit mossyoakfences.com, book your appointment today, and you will be happy. And as always, let the Mossy family protect your family today.
Start driving the truck that you deserve today. Visit nationstrucks.com and make no payments until August with approved credit and get $500 in free gas or diesel fuel with any purchase. Ford, Chevy, Dodge, Ram, and GMC, you can find them all at Nations Trucks, the world's largest independent truck dealer.
Cheer on your back-to-back Stanley Cup champions with an ice-cold Miller Lite. Miller Lite, the original light beer, is the perfect companion for watching the game at Amalie Arena, a watch party with your friends, or on the couch at home. Miller Lite. Celebrate responsibly.
This job, we fight for as many people as we can. Sometimes, people are afraid to fight the insurance companies. That's why I'm here. Injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo DeWitt. Offices, Orlando and Tampa.
Today, I'll prepare my family's favorite dish, arroz con pollo, with tomatoes, onions, corn, and...
Instead of green peas, let's try edamame to see how it turns out.
And instead of white rice, 2 cups of Mahatma Basmati rice. Why not? Shh, Grandma better not hear me. Rejuvenate traditions with the fluffy texture and aromatic flavor of Mahatma rice. For those who don't follow the recipe, unfollow la receta with Mahatma rice.
Are you overpaying on your car loan? Consumer Reports found that the majority of people are. And that's where Upstart comes in. Borrowers save an average of $80 every month by refinancing at a lower interest rate. Check your rate at upstart.com/auto is quick, easy, and won't impact your credit score. Check your rate at upstart.com/auto and start saving today. Savings are estimated based on all consumers who were approved for a car loan through Upstart and accepted their final terms.
Tax problems can be extremely stressful and cause financial devastation. The tax attorneys at J. David Tax Law are right here in Orlando to be your personal advocate and resolve your IRS or state sales tax issues. J. David Tax Law focuses on your needs and case outcomes. Don't be fooled by out-of-town tax companies that focus only on signing you up without even working with an attorney. At J. David Tax Law, only highly experienced tax attorneys will represent you. If you have federal or state sales tax debt, payroll taxes, bank levies, wage garnishments, tax liens, or unfiled returns, have a face-to-face with J. David Tax Law and get the help you need. Never trust your tax situation to anyone you can't walk in and look in the eye. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962. Or go to jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away.
Gorgeous gaming, stunning streams, unbelievable bandwidth. It's another Lifestyles of Gagillionaires. Meet the AT&T Fiber customers winning at life with hyper gig speeds. Meet Gagillionaire Terry. While his love of streaming horror movies has him constantly on the edge of his seat, his internet bill won't give him a scare.
Oh, don't go in there. I'm telling you.
Because since Terry upgraded to AT&T Fiber with hyper gig speeds, he doesn't worry about data caps or equipment fees.
Come on, man. The door's open for a reason.
And best yet, he also doesn't stress about a price increase at 12 months, because with the amazing Gagillionaire lifestyle comes an exquisite sense of tranquility. Most of the time. Live like a Gagillionaire. Get straightforward pricing with AT&T Fiber. Internet that upgrades everything. No data caps, no equipment fees, and no price increase at 12 months.
Limited availability in select areas. Visit att.com/hypergig for details.
Having trouble with your AC? Call our friends at Mills Air, 407-277-1159. With 30 years of experience, they can certainly help you out. Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Family owned and operated, it's millsair.com. Have information on a crime or suspicious activity?
Want to be anonymous? Say it here. It's that simple.
Call Crime Line 800-423-8477. 24/7.
Or visit crimeline.org, paid by CSTF.
Divorce? Call Trinley and Kramer, TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now number 1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BANK, B-A-N-K, BANK. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1, 407-916-1041. Your 4 o'clock keyword is...
Bank.
Bank, B-A-N-K. Go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance to win $1,000. Monsters had a winner this morning. Priming the pump for everybody to get started. So go get that money. All right, we'll have one more after this, and that's it for today. Your 4 o'clock keyword is bank. Good luck. Welcome back. I'm Jim, Deb, Jack, and Ross are here. Let's do what you do that's new.
What you do that's new. What you do that's new.
Hey!
We're the only new, something new to do. We're relying on you. Tell us something new brought to you by Clausman Law.
Thanks, Clausman Law. That's right, Klausman law.com. Office is right there in Winter Park, 407-917-1718. Car crash, call Clausman. What you do that's new, we do every Tuesday at 4 o'clock. Go around the room. Each member of the show will suggest something for the other members to watch, read, or listen to. We'll come back and discuss that and then move on to the next person. This week is my choice. We'll find out what Deb has to offer here in a few seconds. I chose Maria Bamford's stand-up. I forget which one I chose here, guys. Help me out.
Unwanted Thoughts
Unwanted
Syndrome.
Thoughts, right? Yeah. Unwanted Thought Syndrome, which I think is one of her earlier stand-ups.
09, I believe.
Yep. And I just want to find out what you guys think. And to be honest with you, the only reason I chose Maria is because, like I tell you, I get into these wormholes. I'll give you an example. Right now, it's Sam Morril.
Yeah.
I'm listening to everything that he's done, and he's very funny. And he's done like 3 or 4 or 5 specials and a bunch of television appearances. And I listen to it until I hear all the jokes over again, and then I move on to somebody else. And this was powered by my Maria Bamford week where I literally listened to everything she put out for 3 or 4 days driving home and driving to work.
Love that Midwest accent, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Where is she from?
I think it's Minnesota.
Okay.
Maria Bamford?
Yeah.
California.
No, I think it's Minnesota, isn't it?
Well, she talks about being from the Midwest.
Yeah, I think she is either from, it's like Minnesota and then something like that. Duluth, I want to say.
She went to the University of Minnesota, was born in California.
Well, she really, I'll be damned.
Wow. All right.
But she definitely has that Midwest thing.
She
So
does.
she must have been there for a little bit or something.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Yeah, it was. It was very funny.
Had you ever heard of her before?
I hadn't. And what I thought was really interesting was her jokes about, like, when she talked about, if you catch schizophrenia.
Right, you're right, exactly.
Just, hunker down and wait it out for a few days.
Her career has been made, in my opinion, by impersonating her mother.
Oh, yeah.
Like her parents and her relationship with her sisters. I think one's a doctor, the other one's like, and she's like not the outcast of the family because she's done well for herself, but she didn't follow
Are you any good?
Yeah, and but like the way her parents spoke to her, it was just, you could feel that caused a lot of what she deals with on a daily basis.
Yeah.
But she makes it unbelievably funny, man.
That disappointment, it's hard to laugh at that.
She does that shaking thing in her voice, and you see a picture of her mom, and it fits perfectly.
It's so painfully good.
It is so
Maria Bamford is just such a titan. If you are into comedy, then you know who she is. There's no one else like her. The one thing that jumped out to me just listening to the special was, I know this might sound silly, but just her word selection is, bar none, some of the funniest choices I've ever heard. Right in the first 5 minutes when she talks about baby Jesus leaving a voicemail, but referring to baby Jesus as BJ.
Right.
And just going, yeah, it's BJ again.
Yeah.
I just thought
She does a lot of
carrots.
and that's the one thing that jumped out to me was that you can call an example. You can call rollerblades, or you can call rollerblades foot scooters.
Right.
That's which one's the funnier out of the two. And it's just flawless. Every time that she makes a choice with her vernacular, I kept thinking, is there any other option that's funnier? And I could not think of anything.
And then you mix in the way she delivers. She has this baby-esque voice, like it almost like it's what's the show that used to be on, like a
Olive Oil?
No, it's just like oh God, why can I think of this stupid show? It was on Fox. Jason
Bateman?
Yeah.
Arrested Development.
Yeah, it was kind of like
She was a voice on that show.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like an Arrested Development kind of. Was she really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. I did not even know that.
She's done a lot of voice work.
I must have listened to 40 hours of stuff from her. Never heard that one time.
Yeah, no, that was one of the shows she did voice work for from 2013 through 2019.
Yeah, she's amazing. What'd you think, Jack?
I love her. That special itself, I don't know if I don't think it's a problem with the special. I think it was more of a me thing. I tried listening to it on my bike ride. You have to.
Sounds like you're breaking up with us.
Yeah.
It's not you.
She's
It's me.
talented. I have a good sense of humor. So you assigned it. So I'm thinking you're the fault. You're at fault here.
Okay, that's fine. I get that a lot.
With her, and my wife turned me on to some of her stuff in the past, and she does a lot on mental health. She talks about her own problems, and
That's
uses
primarily
that,
what she talks about.
her comedy. I like watching her, especially she's fast, irreverent, and with all the different voices. I like watching her for that continued focus. When I was just listening, you have to focus so much because she jumps around and it's fast because you'll miss connections and then you'll lose chunks of it, and that makes me angry. Now, when I'm angry and I'm on my bike, I can exercise better. But this didn't have that effect. It annoyed me, and it made me want to go home. And I'm like, well, this comedy special makes me annoyed, and I want to go home. So I don't like it.
Sounds like I picked the perfect one for you.
Yeah. So I like her.
Both people dealing with mental issues.
I like her, but I realize I don't like you. So
that's fine. This special, by the way, is great. This one isn't the... It's kind of weird. I chose this one because it was one of her first ones. But I want you to listen to more of her, please, because the more she starts developing that voice of her mother, the more she gets that little shake in there. And she's able to kind of pick up that little thing where she does it with her, and it's God Almighty, it's so good.
And her natural voice sounds like a fake voice. Like
Right.
you said,
Yes.
that's a voice without any affectation can be used as a character voice. So it's like you're keeping a scorecard at times on who she is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because sometimes she's just bouncing back and forth, but very clever stuff.
Her interview with Mark Maron was a bit telling because she kind of gives you an idea of how she comes in and out of the voices and why they even exist. And it's pretty interesting. But man, she piles a lot onto herself. She is, she would be one of these people, if you didn't know that her mental illness was at that level, you'd be like, wow, she's her own worst enemy that's become very successful because, everything she does on stage is magnificent. But you get the feeling the minute she walks off stage, her life is a calamity, or it was. I don't know if it is that now. She's married. And
she had a breakdown on stage. I believe it wasn't that long ago, like 2016 or so. And I think it was in Chicago, had a breakdown on stage. And
it just went away for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can happen.
Yeah.
I've yet to have a breakdown during any of my stand-up sets, but I finally, my entire life, I always looked at the stereotype of comedians being sad and just always stared at that fact with pure, uncut ignorance. I didn't understand why in the world would stand-up comedians be so sad, or just
some of the worst.
Creative people in general. And then it kind of hit me, a couple of years ago, is that there's never an off time. On a job that you're pursuing, you can usually, like today on this show, we're going to leave at 7 o'clock. Well, for stand-up comedy or a writer or anybody in entertainment per se, there's never an off time. I could always feasibly be writing.
Yeah.
And why aren't I, you lazy piece of crap?
Right, exactly.
And it just fuels itself. So I think that's the foundation of where a lot of that stereotype of depression and entertainers can definitely do their little dark dance.
When you listen to Maron talk to Maria Bamford, Maron deals with, and has dealt with, and a lot of his show is about his mental health trip. What he's been through, where he's going, how he's kind of, and he's got it bad. Like I was listening to a little bit of an interview. You know who Mike Biblia? Is it Bibliagaria?
It's something like that.
Biblioteca.
Yeah, no, it's Bibliagia, whatever. If you ever watched the movie Trainwreck, he was Amy Schumer's sister's husband, the real nerdy guy. Well, he's a stand-up, and he's kind of Birbiglia. That's it. He's a stand-up, and he's kind of a storytelling stand-up, like an old-school stand-up. Well, he and Mark Maron, I guess, had known each other for many, many years. He came on Mark's show, and Mark Maron's like looking at him and telling him like to his face how he did not like him because he thought he was being very successful. And Mark has a real problem with people he feels even with being more successful than him. And it was so bad. And I don't think he even caught himself doing this. The Birbiglia, right, was talking about, he goes, Mark, he goes, I live in a tiny apartment in New York. He goes, sometimes it's week to week. I'm a working comic. I have to work every day, or I don't, I haven't had this great level of success and everything like that. And he goes on in this rant. And you know what Maron says to him right after that? He goes, oh, God, now I feel better. That he would assume this guy had reached this great success and he hadn't. And then all of a sudden, Mark Maron's like, oh, it's fine now.
Yeah. And also Maria Bamford, I hate bringing this up, but it still exists, and it still is a stereotype out there about women not being funny.
Oh, yeah.
It's so hogwash. I mean,
if you hear anybody say she's not funny, you'll know at that point they don't know what funny is.
Yeah, and if you're listening, going, I still think women aren't funny. That's on you, man. You have not done the research into finding a female comedian. Maria Bamford is an absolute queen. She is such a juggernaut.
And she's just one of a ton. Matter of fact, we may be in the midst of the best level of female comics working at one time we've had in a while.
The best compliment I can give towards Maria Bamford's comedy is that there is no one doing it like her.
No, it'd be the emo. He's like Emo Phillips, but funnier than like the real quirky kind of thing. Let's take a little break. Deb will have her choice next. We'll find out what we're going to dive into with Deborah. We'll do that, continuing What'd You Do That's New here on The Jim Colbert Show.
What'd You Do That's New, brought to you by Glenn Klossman, KLESNANLAW.com.
Proudly sponsored since day one by Glenn Klossman, KlossmanLaw.com.
From the Klossman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call KlossmanLaw.com.
Our heaviest traffic continues eastbound on I-4 between U.S. Highway 27 up to 429. It's also slow between Osceola Parkway and 535. Westbound heavy 2 between Sand Lake Road and Central Florida Parkway, and also between 429 and Osceola Polkline Road. We're getting reports of a crash on Sand Lake Road at Turkey Lake Road. Heads up here. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa hoagies are made just for you. Try a toasted cheesesteak, mouth-watering meatball, or classic Italian hoagie. Now you can add fresh mozzarella to any hoagie. Gotta have a Wawa.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Jersey Mike Subs. Be a sub above.
Owning a business comes with pressure. There's a limit to what I can do and still keep employees engaged. Fortunately, there's Insperity. They put 30-plus years of HR experience to work to help me with hiring, training, HR administration, and compliance, while giving my employees competitive benefit options. And because I'm able to focus on other priorities, my employees can thrive and my business can grow. With Insperity, nothing seems impossible. Insperity, HR that makes a difference.
Tomas café los 7 días de la semana. ¿Por qué no recibir tu séptimo café gratis? En 7-Eleven, 6 días de café equivalen a un séptimo café gratis cuando escaneas tu app de 7-Eleven. Tu estilo, tu café. Aplican términos y condiciones. Visita 7eleven.com para más detalles.
Let's face it. Real estate is broken. Commissions are outrageously high. Service is poor. And there's been little to no innovation for the last 50 years. Until now. Let me tell you about Hauser. They're a disruptor brand. Kind of like what Uber is for public transportation. They're bringing so many new things to market that truly benefit you, the customer. Flat fee listings that put hard-earned equity back in your pocket. Salaried agents who are local experts that truly have your back. Sellers, want to save thousands or get a guaranteed cash offer on your home? Hauser can do that. Buyers, searching for your dream home or need to make a cash offer to compete? Use Hauser's cash to win the deal. Yes, you heard me right. Backed by game-changing technology and the best reviews in the industry, Hauser is your go-to company for buying and selling homes. Check them out at Hauser.com. That's HOUWZER.com. Put hard-earned equity back in your pocket. Hauser.com.
My Friday nights usually spent out, but since my friends got Xfinity Internet, Friday nights in are where it's at. Because Xfinity has supersonic Wi-Fi faster than a gig to power a house full of devices all at once. We got our shows streaming, playlists bumping, and games galore. Now that's unbeatable internet for every great night in. Come on, y'all. The coasters aren't just for decoration.
Learn more about supersonic Wi-Fi from Xfinity. Or get started with 50 megabits per second internet for $25 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today to learn more. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Ends 4/28/22. Restrictions apply. New Connect Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and X-Fi gateway. Actual speeds vary.
O'Reilly. Stop by the new O'Reilly Auto Parts in Kissimmee on Earl O. Bronson Memorial Highway next to Wawa. Now through April 26th, you'll get double O rewards points on select purchases, which means you can reach your next $5 reward twice as fast. Plus, get 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for $31.95. And buy one, get one free Coca-Cola products right now at your new O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Call me, Mark Anajar, at the law offices of Anajar & Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
The new true crime podcast, White Eagle, investigates one of the largest cash heists in U.S. history. The robbery of over $7 million from an armored car warehouse. Was the ringleader a criminal mastermind, or was he a political pawn in a Cold War operation?
For some folks, they were boogeymen. They were, bandits hidden in the mountains and shadowy figures. For others, they were heroes.
Listen to White Eagle on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Some roads take us to where we want to go. Other roads lead to Mo. In a world full of dangerous roads, there's only one thing you need to know. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Hi guys, it's me, Brian Baumgartner, and maybe you've heard my podcast, The Office Deep Dive. Well, now I'm expanding it into even more of your favorite shows in my new podcast, Off the Beat.
Hey everybody, I'm Rob Riggle.
Hi, I'm Allison Hannigan.
My name is Jamie Lynn Segler, Meadow Soprano.
Eric Stone Street. I played Cameron Tucker.
Listen to Off the Beat on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Since 1992, Mills Air has kept Orlando cool. Visit millsair.com to schedule your service today.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch. Yeah, we like it when you watch. At The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
4 o'clock keyword is bank, B-A-N-K. Text that, hop over to realradio.fm and send that away. That's right, B-A-N-K. That is your keyword. Get that $1,000. We'll do that again at the 5 o'clock hour. Still have time now, though. Get up there and get your cash. 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here as well. You know, we talked about this earlier in the show. We had a special guest today. You guys give a big round of applause to David Jenkins.
Yay!
He's got one of the most interesting. He's got to have to exactly explain what he does. He's the president of Conservatives for Responsible Stewardship. Here to talk about the solar bill that Florida just moved through. Dave, how you doing, buddy?
Just fine. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, good to have you as well. Man, that audio is incredibly good.
Yeah.
First things first, before we get started on the solar bill, tell everybody what exactly Conservatives for Responsible Stewardship is.
Well, we're pretty much what the name says. We're an organization of conservatives that care about, conservation and stewardship. Conservation and conservatism all come from the same root word, conserve. And we have about 20,000 members nationwide, 6,000 in Florida. And, we think we're basically the original conservatives.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, conservatives don't really get paralleled with issues that are environmentally sensitive.
Yeah, well, you look at the history, Teddy Roosevelt, Nixon in the 70s, Ronald Reagan with the Montreal Protocol, George H.W. Bush with the dealing with acid rain. You just go on and on and on. Well, conservatives have dealt with these issues, since the beginning of our country almost.
So when it comes to the solar situation here, and of course, what would just happen, I believe in Georgia and in Florida, this whole thing about net metering and other things, as that kind of moves through, is this your new focus, or has this been your focus for years now?
Well, we've been focused on energy issues for years, because they're pretty well connected with environmental issues as well, Florida is the sunshine state, so solar makes a lot of sense there, and we just look at this kind of legislation, and we just scratch our heads because it really doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. We reported, the power companies adding that mandatory bill, even if you're trying to get off the grid. Of course, with the new legislation, it's going to make it more difficult to become a solar customer. It's more expensive, and they just seem to be throwing up more and more roadblocks.
Dave, it seemed to move through the House and Senate, and I guess it's just sitting on the governor's desk now. Do we know the latest on any intentions? Because, he hasn't signed it yet, to my knowledge, and I guess we're just hoping that public outcry will force him to rethink signing this.
Yeah, he's got from now till I think early June to decide whether to sign it or not. Or I guess the other option is to not sign it, let it go into effect, or veto it. We would like to see him veto it because this legislation, it insulates these monopoly utilities from free market competition even more than they already are. It attempts to kill rooftop solar in the state of Florida. It gets rid of individual liberty and people's ability to be energy independent and get out from under the thumb of these monopoly utilities. And, all that was bad enough. But the bill actually got worse in the legislature. They put this provision in, the utility lobbyists snuck in this huge subsidy for the utilities that gives them unlimited power to raise your electric bill to make up for get this, projected revenue unrealized due to competition. In other words,
wow.
Anytime they think they're not making as much profit as they should, they can raise your rates to make up the difference. Where else in our free enterprise system is that the deal?
Yeah,
guaranteeing profits.
Yeah, that's there. That obviously is twisted. When you look at it going to the governor's desk, I mean, this governor has shown some propensity to be environmentally sensitive. I mean, obviously, with what's happening over there in the Indian Lagoon, we see that he's making moves there and dedicating cash to cleaner water. And here in Florida, with that kind of looming, do you believe there's a possibility he could veto this?
Yeah, and not just that. I mean, heck, individual liberty, free enterprise, competition, all these things the governor has embraced in the past, and those are all good reasons to veto this thing. The way we see it is the governor has a choice. He can be a genuine pro-capitalism conservative, or he can join the legislature and be a pansy for monopoly utilities that are committed to squashing competition. But he can't be both.
Here's the thing. When you take the money, that's the problem. And, when you have a lobby that powerful that can pour that kind of money into your coffers, and it makes it very difficult for politicians to say no, or at least to even negotiate sometimes.
But this is a bill that was written or funded by, FP&L and then submitted, and I don't think the verbiage was changed much.
Maxwell said they basically wrote the thing and then had them sign it.
They wrote it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they wrote it.
Yes.
So this benefits the power companies and really hurts. I've had solar since 2013, and net metering allowed me to, sell back the solar for the same price that I was getting it from, which seemed like the perfect symbiotic relationship with the power company at this point. My system has been paid off. So this bill, even with a 20-year, rollout, doesn't hurt me as much, but what it kills a burgeoning industry. Less than 1% of Florida homeowners have solar, because this is how we get off of oil, fossil fuel dependence and dependence on foreign energy. This is clean, renewable energy, and it should be encouraged. Ironically, this is the Sunshine State. This is where we should be a leading example and not trying to squash an industry to, as Dave mentioned, to uphold, some power companies.
Well, yeah, and get this, solar diversifies your energy portfolio. Right now, all these utilities are heavily invested in natural gas-fired electricity power generation. You know what's happening to natural gas prices right now?
Yeah.
They're at a 14-year high, over $7 per million BTUs. And they're only going to go up higher because we're shipping out a lot of our gas to Europe to make up for what they're cutting off with Russia. So if your electricity is coming from natural gas, those bills are going to go up exponentially over the next year or two.
Dave Jenkins with us. Dave, do you see this happening all over the U.S.? Do other members that represent in other states? Is this a movement? This kind of legislation against solar across the U.S.?
Yeah, it's happening in New Hampshire. It's happening in California. The utilities are trying. See, utilities like to sell power. They don't want to buy it from you.
Right.
So they're trying to do everything they can to corner the market on this. But in Florida, it's even worse because you have such a low penetration of solar. You look at Nevada. Nevada is on track to have 50% solar by 2030. Florida has less than 3% solar. And no matter how much FP&L says they're adding solar, that percentage never increases.
Interesting. So what's to be done? Now that the legislation has made it through both House and Senate and then made it to the governor's desk, is there anything to do? Are you supposed to write the governor? Or what could happen to try to influence the governor to either move this through or fail it?
Well, yeah, everybody needs to hop on the phone, call the governor, email the governor, everything you can, and say, veto this thing. This is contrary to my liberty, my freedom. It's contrary to capitalism. It's in favor of monopoly utilities who just want to kill all the competition. This doesn't sound like who the governor thinks he is. So I I would just pound on the door and say, stop it, especially people who are conservatives like us.
Yeah, just bad business. It's just bad business. I mean, I've talked to one of our columnists here, Scott Maxwell, who's been covering this for a while, and we are all perplexed of how something like this could make it through, considering the transparency there. When you look at it and go, wow, man, they're not even trying to hide it anymore. I mean, it's just right out there in the open. They're literally trying to steal from you right in the open. I mean, no bars, there's no hiding, no smoke and mirrors. Here's what we want. We want to change this, and then we also don't want to pay full price for the power you produce. They want to make that even lower now, so you can't even have that advantage.
Yeah, it's really not like in the utility sector. It's not capitalism anymore. It's more like a mob protection racket.
Yeah. It is. And it's not a partisan issue, whether it's, you've got conservatives, you got liberals, this is a bad bill. And it's bad for Florida homeowners. It's bad for Florida's energy independence and Florida's future. It's just, it's good for FP&L. It's good for Duke Energy. That's about it.
So it made it all the way to the governor's desk simply because both sides of the aisle are taking that cash? Is that what happened? How did they? I mean, if it's such a bad deal, how does it make it through both?
Yeah, I mean, Tallahassee may be up north, but it's about as swampy as it gets. And I think people need to start holding their lawmakers to a higher standard and weed out some of that.
Wow.
And that's a fact. And we've seen it so many times before. And come November, when it is, election time, you have to remember the action that these representatives have taken, on your behalf, and hold them accountable, because, if they feel they're going to get away with it, they're going to take the money and vote the way that money tells them to vote.
Well,
and they're embracing FP&L, even though FP&L is just scandal-ridden over the last 6 months with the ghost candidates and everything else.
Yeah.
And that doesn't deter them at all.
I mean, because nobody cares. I mean, we talk about the ghost candidates as well. Yeah. And tens of thousands of dollars wrapped up in that. That's a nasty mess because, man, when you get into that story, that is some sordid stuff. I mean, I don't know how that's going to pan out. I really don't. It's going to be very interesting to see how that comes down. Yeah. Ross, you have a question?
I mean, I would think that this bill is going to happen more than likely at the timing of that you have solar power finally kind of getting some legs underneath it, but it's still at a screaming low percentage. I guess my question is, Dave, are you frustrated with the lack of just people not caring about this because they're living in the now and not seeing the future of 10 years, 20 years of what Florida looks like with solar?
Well, what's even more frustrating is they're not even seeing the current energy market. Right now, the energy market prices favors solar, favors wind, even favors nuclear over natural gas and coal. Most of the natural gas and coal plants are 20, 30 years old, and they cost a heck of a lot to operate. And even if you were getting the fuel cheap, which you're not, that cost is more than solar and storage. Right now, a new solar plant in New Mexico is selling its power for $15 a megawatt hour, guaranteed for 20 years. There's a coal plant next door that's selling it for $85 a megawatt hour. Now, which would you prefer if you're wanting a low electric bill?
Well, of course. I mean, it's not too hard to make. And I mean, even the coal burning plants have that coal ash problem to deal with as well, because we're going to sell that to other countries and ship that out of here because that's a mess.
Not to mention the CO2 it's dumping into an already overheating planet.
Yeah, crazy. Well, Dave, listen, I appreciate your time. You've enlightened us quite a bit, and we'll just try to encourage people to get a hold of the governor and make some noise there, and hopefully this, will get its fair due.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that very much. There is Dave Jenkins. All right, 407-916-1041.
Frustrating.
It is frustrating because you look at what's good for the state, and it's and for our environment, and for us living here, and for the individual homeowner, it is definitely encouraging solar. And as the solar companies like Solar Source here in our area, and it had, I've been endorsing over the past year, as they more and more systems go out, more and more people are getting on board. It is a good, positive outcome. And to do anything that discourages it, just so the power companies can retain more control and more money, it's just it's so maddening that it's like it's so obvious that the other choice is the better long-term solution for life here in Florida, but short-sighted. Whether it's a power grab by politicians or trying to satisfy their giant donors, it's those short-sighted decisions are just so maddening.
Hey, but FPL did say that they weren't going to raise their rates.
Deb always coming in with the positive.
I think FPL should start standing for F people lightly.
Yeah. Or F people lots.
Yeah.
I think that's more apropos.
So, and talking about being off the grid, and so there is an alternative for solar as you can get batteries, right? I don't have a battery system. So
like a battery backup, like a Tesla wall.
Right. And then when you produce, like right now, sun is hitting my roof. I am producing more electricity at my house than I am currently using. That extra electricity, if it went to a battery, the battery would hold it, and then when it gets dark, then my electricity would come from that battery. That's a more expensive setup. So what net metering has allowed for people to get in the solar is you have a different box on the house, and so right now I'm making extra electricity. That extra electricity is going back to the power grid, and Duke Energy is selling it to my neighbors.
Your neighbor or somebody down the road or whomever.
At that rate. And so if I use 20 kilowatts from Duke and they use 10 of mine, I'm only paying them for 10 kilowatts. But this bill proposes in 20 years they're going to roll down where they only give me pennies on the dollar.
Right.
And then they would resell that same energy to the
retail.
neighbor at that retail rate.
price.
Yeah.
So they're basically just cutting your commissions, is what it is. Yeah, but the crazy thing about this that I think is the most alluring is it's a bipartisan issue, or it's a nonpartisan issue. I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with being a conservative or a Democrat or a Republican. No. It has everything to do with just good business, and this is just a bad deal for the people who live in the state of Florida.
And not just about good business, but about doing the will of the people. This is the part that always pisses me off about Tallahassee is that they get up there and they get all chummy with each other and the lobbyists, and they forget the constituents back home. It's like these special sessions. These things aren't cheap. And the taxpayer gets to pay for this and the next one in June.
Right.
So
for issues that could have been handled during the regular session. That's the thing that kills you the most. Is like the homeowners insurance thing should have been handled a long time ago.
That should have been handled for the 2 months that was scheduled in there, not the stuff that makes headlines in Iowa and New Hampshire. Take care of the people of Florida, then worry about running for president.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Let's come back in a second and find out what Deb wants to do for What'd You Do That's New.
Damn it.
I know, it's maddening.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. From the Driveway.com Weather Center.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And we've got a couple of dry days ahead before the heat and humidity return for the weekend, but it's going to be really nice here over the next few days. The breeze, though, with the lower humidity is upping our fire danger, so be very careful with open flames and sparks. Tonight, the low 59 degrees. Tomorrow, the high 79 degrees. Winds will be east about 15 to 20 miles per hour. It calms down this weekend, but then heats up with highs closer to 90. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Walt Disney World.jobs.
Walt Disney World Resort is hosting an in-person job fair at Disney's Yacht Club Resort on April 21st and 22nd. Pay rates range from $15 to $21 per hour. Full-time and part-time positions available, including lifeguard, bus driver, and more. Visit WaltDisneyWorld.job/job fair to apply.
Man, a strong home begins with a strong foundation. Zeno 521 knows that. The premier concrete coating experts here in Central Florida. Coating's tough, crew tough as well. Headed up by a former Army Ranger, Special Ops soldier, and they employ veterans as well. All their techs are employees of the company, never subcontracted. And Zano 521 makes the tough stuff. These coatings are up to 6 times stronger than epoxy. And unlike epoxies, that base coat fully cures in just 24 hours. That's important. Plus, they have beautiful color choices to match whatever space you have. And they're made to last, man. Concrete concrete coating's 100% UV stable, so that means it can be used on patios, pool decks, driveways, garages, and they come with a lifetime warranty against fading or yellowing and a 15-year warranty against popping or peeling. That top coat, non-porous, that means no mold or mildew, no gas, grease, or oil stains. These coatings are tough and they're gorgeous as well, made to match whatever space you have. The team, professional and efficient, there to help every step of the way. Professional from beginning to end. They'll measure your concrete, get it prepped, ready to go. Next thing you know, your surface will be gorgeous and it will last forever. For that no free, no obligation, no pressure estimate, just visit the website, xano521.com. That's XANO521.com.
Cheer on your back-to-back Stanley Cup champions with an ice-cold Miller Lite. Miller Lite, the original light beer, is the perfect companion for watching the game at Amalie Arena, a watch party with your friends, or on the couch at home. Miller Lite. Celebrate responsibly.
Finding the right person for the job isn't easy. Just ask someone who hired a lounge singer to be their office receptionist.
Hello, this is Mickey Marquis, and you've reached the office of Doug & Associates. Thank you very much. Catch me Tuesday nights at the Hotel Johnson. Hello?
But if you've got an insurance question, you can always count on your local Geico agent. They can bundle your policies, which could save you hundreds.
Doug & Associates, this is Mickey Marquis. Hello?
For expert help with all your insurance needs, visit geico.com/local today.
What's done more to improve overall health and wellness, modern medicine or personal hygiene? Actually, it's both. But considering that bathing went mainstream in the 1800s and brushing your teeth in the 1900s, isn't it time for something new, like cleaning your nose? After all, your nose is the body's air filter for trapping dirt and germs, the first line of defense against allergens, bacteria, and viruses from getting into your lungs. But how do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage isn't medicine, it's more like plumbing. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril to the very back of the nose where germs can get trapped and multiply, and then out the other nostril, flushing out mucus and microbes so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier. Join over 2 million others and find out for yourself how refreshing and easy to use Navage is. At Navage.com, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Today, I'll prepare arroz con pollo.
Let's try edamame instead of green peas.
And instead of white rice, 2 cups of Mahatma Basmati rice.
Why not?
Shh, Grandma better not hear me. Rejuvenate traditions with Mahatma rice. Unfollow la receta with Mahatma rice.
Hi, welcome to IKEA. Happy Earth Month. Making a difference starts at home.
Oh, should I leave?
No, come in and explore our Earth Month event filled with offers, food samplings, and workshops to help make your home more sustainable. Plus, IKEA family members can save $20 when they spend $200 or more pre-tax when they scan their IKEA family card.
Wait, so I can help save the planet and save money?
Exactly. Come in and celebrate Earth Month at IKEA. Offer valid 4/22 to 4/24 in the U.S. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See store and IKEA-USA.com/offers for complete terms and restrictions.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My AC's blowing hot air.
Voted the top HVAC company by the robots we hired to vote for us.
Yes, my air conditioner is...
For AC repair, press 1. Fine. Are you sure it's actually broken?
Well, yes, it's blowing hot.
Have you considered fixing it yourself?
No.
Could try YouTube. Might be a video about air conditioners.
No, I actually want a professional...
Saw a video yesterday with a cat on a bicycle. Hilarious.
How would that help?
Might make you feel better about the whole broken air conditioner thing.
This would never happen with Frank Gay.
But you didn't call Frank Gay.
Right, I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have an AC problem, you need a professional solution. An expert who can diagnose your system right away and get the air blowing frosty cold again. That's the Frank Gay way.
I found it! Look at him with his little helmet.
That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
It's time to spring on the cold brew topped with cold foam at Dunkin'. Whether you're feeling a little salty with our rich and creamy salted caramel cold foam, or a little sweet with our smooth and velvety sweet cold foam, we've got the perfect sips to match your springtime mood.
So it's like a choose-your-own cold foam adventure?
That's right, and no matter which smooth sips you're feeling, you always win.
Well, then I'm in the mood for an adventure.
Spring it on with salted caramel cold foam and sweet cold foam at Dunkin'. DD Perks members can enjoy a medium for $3. America runs on Dunkin'. Exclusions, additional charges, and terms may apply. Participation may vary.
Just trying to avoid the next round of corporate layoffs by proving our relevancy in the virtual world. Follow us, please. Real Radio 1041 on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. return to the Jim Colbert Show, already in progress.
Hey, Spark the Bug Zapper here. Hey, I'm on these roads about 8 hours a day, sometimes 6 days a week. I'm an exterminator, so I'm driving around all day long. So the urge to run somebody right off the road, pit them right off the road, is pretty irresistible at times. So I understand the whole fantasizing about it, but for me it's even more difficult to ignore that because it's not my truck. It's a company truck. I can always find another job.
That's the dangerous guy right there.
Oh,
Some of
man.
these fantasies have my car with that garbage truck thing.
Yeah.
Where it takes the dumpster and lifts it over the cab, then dumps it, and then brings it back down. Mine would just eject the car. Just throw it behind me as I drive up. Just ding, ding, ding.
You'd be amazed at some of the talkbacks we've got of some of the ideas that people are texting in of their fantasies. Because just imagine, you think you're not the only person imagining what you'd like to do to the cars around you. Every other driver is doing the same thing.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And Ross is the target for every one of them.
I'm not. I'm minding my own business.
You are.
Doing the speed
You're
limit.
doing exactly what you're supposed to. Right-hand lane. If you're going to drive like that, right-hand lane, then nobody can complain because that's where you're supposed to be.
I go middle. I go right.
You shouldn't do that.
Sometimes I go left. You can't stop me.
We can.
No, you can't.
I've got the garbage truck thing.
Yeah.
407-916-1041.
And your sick fantasy.
All right, Deb, let's finish up What'd You Do That's New. It is your turn.
And we're going to stay with the comedians. We're going to stay with the female comedy.
Really?
Yes. We are going to watch Ali Wong, Don Wong. This is her third Netflix stand-up special. She reveals her wildest fantasies, the challenges of monogamy, and how she really feels about single people. And this just in, she's now getting a divorce.
Oh, is she really?
From her husband, Justin Hakuda, who she's been married to for 8 years, and 2 publications, MSN and I want to say Us Weekly, I think, posted a picture of her, Randall Park, of her co-star on a Netflix special and said that was her ex-husband, and both had to pull the tweets. But yeah, that just in, she and Justin are getting divorced after 8 years. But
she's pregnant, right? Or she was just pregnant. Didn't she just have a kid?
I think so. Yeah, she has 2 little girls.
Yeah, because she was doing stand-up while pregnant.
And this special,
in like a skin tight, short dress. It was super funny.
And this one, she's in a skin tight super dress. It's an hour long. It was filmed at the Count Basie Theater in New Jersey.
Very nice.
I've seen it a few times now.
Oh, very good.
And just laugh.
I think she's
she's nasty.
What's your name of it, Deb?
Ali Wong.
Don Wong is Don Wong.
I think the guys from Tool are big fans of Ali Wong, or at least the singer is. Maynard.
I think she's hilarious.
I think he mentions her a couple times in a couple of interviews or something like that. I'll check it out. Ali Wong. That's awesome.
Ali Wong.
I've watched clips of her. I've never seen an entire stand-up, but I think that's important. It's like, listening to a single from an album rather than the album back in the day when people wrote albums. So I will check that out. Thank you. Appreciate that.
You're
I may
welcome.
listen to it on the way home.
She's a hoot.
She is a hoot.
She is a hoot.
Listen, you can always suggest comedy to me. I'm never going to have a problem listening to it.
I just saw an interview with her and went, let me check out the special. And then...
Can't listen to it on the way home. It's a Netflix special. You got to watch it.
I just bring it up on YouTube.
That's safe to do while driving.
I'll probably watch it. No, I just listen to it. I just listen to it on YouTube.
That's not how YouTube works.
Yeah, well, it does for me because I use YouTube to find stuff I can find because it was stuff I can't find on the iHeartRadio app, and then I just stream it to my stereo and I just listen to it. I don't watch it.
Yeah, but you're going to listen to a Netflix special on YouTube?
No, I mean...
But you know what? You're going to want to watch this one because there's a couple of parts where she acts out something.
Put it on your thumb drive.
Upload it to the cloud. Just air flop it.
You can Venmo me.
I'll watch it on Netflix.
Okay.
Because I don't want to upset Ross and just listen to it rather than watch it.
No, I mean, you're over here saying, I'm going to YouTube it.
No.
That's not how Netflix
I listen.
works.
I got Venmo. I can watch it whenever I want.
No. I don't. Okay.
You said you listened to the Donda album from Kanye West?
Yeah.
Did just somebody dare you to or something, or did you lose a bet?
No. I've been listening to it on and off since it came out.
Yeah. And I have to tell you, it's funny. You and I were talking about this a little bit before the show, that he is my ultimate artist argument, by the way. He is by far, and by the way, lifetime. He's my lifetime artist argument. In other words, like what he does, can't stand him. He's intolerable as a human being to me, but he's also very gifted. I haven't listened to like anything recently, but I mean, he's a very talented guy. There's zero question there. I mean, he was talented when he was like 16. The guy was making beats for the biggest rappers in the world when he was like barely 20 years old.
Yeah, it's a very long album, but there's a couple of tracks on it.
You said you liked it, man.
Yeah,
I
really
kind of
enjoy it.
almost like an experimental album for hip hop.
I just think it's, pushing the boundaries a little bit more so than your average rap album.
And when you say it's really long, like how long is it?
It's like, I think it's like 18 tracks, coming close to 20,
tracks.
90 minutes, 75.
Oh, wow, that's a long record. Usually they're about a little over an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 songs, 4 minutes apiece, something like that.
Not to switch the topic on you, Jim.
You don't have to.
But I feel like I need your advice here.
You have 3 minutes.
Okay. So, today, not that long ago, a soccer team called Fulham just got promoted to the English Premier League. That is news because I know one Fulham fan, and I texted a Fulham fan, hey, congratulations, welcome back to the Premier League. And guess who I texted? Jim Jeffries. And now I'm over here in my mind going like, yo, I just texted Jim Jeffries over what I was far too comfortable doing that.
Yeah, you just text him out of the blue. And did you say, hey, this is Ross, the guy that opened up for you in Orlando?
Yeah, no, we've texted.
Oh, you have?
Before.
Oh, swag.
But not since like that weekend.
Wow.
And then I just came in real hot and texted him.
That could be the connection. You never know.
I think it's cool.
That could get you on tour.
I think it's a perfect text.
I think so, too.
That is the perfect opportunity to text somebody like that.
Exactly. There's no better time.
Yeah.
To put your name and top of mind for him has nothing to do with your careers.
Wording again, Paget?
Let's
hear
hear
it. Yeah.
I
Verbatim.
texted congratulations getting promoted to the English Premier League. Fulham. I mean, you want me to read it?
Yeah,
yes, I want to know word for word. Because...
Yeah, I want to know what's going to cause him not to talk to you again.
Yeah.
I said, you are the only Fulham fan I know, so congrats on the EPL promotion.
Oh, that's good.
That
works.
works.
Fine.
There's no problem with that.
Did you sign it Ross or anything like that?
No.
Stalker.
It's a text message.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is it doesn't matter. Do you automatically assume he programmed you in with your first and last name?
My first text to him is my name.
Okay.
And now second part, but here comes the big problem.
Dude, how was he in your phone? Jim J?
Yeah, Jimmy J.
Jimmy J? JJ?
But here comes the problem. I don't officially 1,000% remember whether or not he's a Fulham fan.
Then why would you even? Why would you send that then?
Well, because I was very confident in the beginning. But
Is confident another word for drunk?
No, now I'm kind of second guessing myself. Maybe he's not a Fulham fan.
Well, then he'll think it's sarcasm and hate you forever.
So just call him and ask him, hey, are you a Fulham fan? You're a phone call guy after all, right, Ross?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big time. But I don't know what got into me. I just randomly was like, oh, yeah, he's a Fulham fan. And then I texted him, and then it hit me like, uh-oh.
I'm sure glad there isn't a Reddit thread about that.
About what?
Jim Jeffrey and his favorite soccer team.
Oh.
And what is it? Oh, please.
Please.
If you don't mind.
Jack
If you
is
don't
smiling.
mind.
Jack is smiling.
If you don't mind, dear Lord, please, 2 days after Christmas, please make him a Barcelona fan, or please make him please make him
Keep going.
anything.
I wonder how many teams you can name.
Man U.
There you go. Got one more?
Where that one guy plays.
You got
Liverpool.
Okay. All right.
Tottenham.
Okay. Nailed it.
Tottenham Hotspurs.
Uh-huh.
Spain.
They also have a team.
Yeah,
really. Just rattling off countries from this point on.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack, tell me. Don't show it to me.
I want
you
you to read the top line on that Reddit thread.
God, please not be it. Please not let it be it. Let's go.
It says Jim Jeffries is a Fulham fan.
Yeah, very good. All right. That's I wanted it to go so poorly. I wanted this to be a traffic incident where I could just watch it happen from afar, like somebody pick you up the dump truck thing and throw you over.
Still fantasizing about that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I surely am. Did you guys know that Amy Schumer has like a disorder thing that I've never heard of before?
Alopecia?
No.
That deserves a slap.
Have you ever heard of trichotillomania?
Keep going.
Oh yeah. Now I get to root for your demise.
I want at least 3 more attempts on this.
Yeah.
Let me blow the screen up so I can see it better. Okay. Hold on.
Oh yeah. How does that feel? Yep. Oh, I feel
trichotillomania. There you go. And I'll tell you what that is next. Don't ask me to say it
chance
again.
to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
Well, it looks like authorities are clearing an accident southbound on 417 between University Boulevard and the toll plaza, taking up 2 right lanes. We are seeing heavy traffic, though, eastbound on I-4 between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535, as well as westbound between 417 and Osceola Polk Line Road. The beach line is up to speed. No reported issues there. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Springfest is on at Lowe's. And right now, get $100 off select Ego self-propelled lawnmowers. Lowe's, home to any possibility. Selection varies by location while supplies last. Valid 4/14/22 through 4/20/22.
Man, it's no secret DIY security systems are a joke. No self-respecting crook pays attention to them. Most police departments don't either. Most national alarm companies aren't much better, but they do charge more. SafeTouch security systems are the most advanced offered on the market. Starts with every SafeTouch system being professionally designed using layers of protection. They begin with that SafeTouch yard sign, and it tells you that it's the only guaranteed response in the industry. Next, at layer of defense, perimeter guard cameras using analytics and text video notification alerting you before crime actually happens, and it has 24/7 onboard video storage. The camera also tells the criminals they've been detected and they're being recorded, but it doesn't stop there. SafeTouch's always on feature means if anyone tries to violate your area of protection, SafeTouch is notified before they even enter the house. SafeTouch calls it their dome of protection. If someone does enter the home, the two-way communicator has them in an average of 11 seconds, eliminating the need for call verification and then sending emergency help immediately. All this professionally installed and costing way less than you think. Call today. It's 888-723-8682. Get that free estimate demo today. Visit safetouch.com. State license ZF233.
Let the Mossy family protect your family. It's more than just a slogan. It's a fact. A home with a fence is 5 times less likely to get broken into. You can count on the Mossy family to protect your family. Visit mossyoakfences.com.
Do you think you're the biggest Magic fan in town? Then enter for your chance to win a fan cave renovation with Mountain Dew. Simply visit any local Winn-Dixie and look for the Mountain Dew display. Then scan the QR code and tell us why you deserve to win. One lucky fan will win a flat screen TV, an autographed jersey, a Mountain Dew fridge with Dew for a year, and a fund of $5,000 to put towards your renovation. For official rules and to locate your nearest Winn-Dixie, visit OrlandoMagic.com/UltimateFanCave. Contest ends April 20th.
Life is about showing up and about showing people you care. HCA Florida Healthcare helps you show up for your health and your family's. Florida's largest care network makes healthcare easier, friendlier, and smarter. And we put you at the center of it all. HCA Florida Healthcare. We show up for you. Learn more at hcafloridahealthcare.com.
When a person is injured in a place of business or is the victim of a crime in those same places, what happens immediately afterwards is so very important. Let me explain. When you're injured or attacked in these places, you can make a claim, but it's on you to prove that the situation that caused your injury was known or should have been known by those in charge. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. So here's what's important and here's what we do. The sooner we can get our SWAT team out to investigate, the better. And listen, those responsible will work fast to repair and even hide what happened. And if you can't prove your case, you can't win your case. Time is of the essence. I even recommend having someone go back with their cell phone to take pictures before you hire us. Don't let delay cost your family. Our injury SWAT team is ready to roll 24 hours a day. Injured? Dial Pound Law on your cell. Pound Law, that's all. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
To build a better tomorrow, we're making a bold new energy commitment to transform the energy grid, preventing thousands of outages, to add more renewables and advanced technologies like solar and wind as we drive toward net zero carbon, all while keeping the energy you depend on reliable and affordable. We're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
O'Reilly. Protect your vehicle's engine with Syntec and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec Premium Full Synthetic Motor Oil is formulated for today's engines to dissipate heat and friction and reduce wear. Right now, get 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic and a MicroGuard Select filter for just $33.99. Try Syntec today, exclusively at O'Reilly Auto Parts. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Best price the first time. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade. Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show. Also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Facebook.
Hey guys, I don't have road rage or nothing, but I have this fantasy of installing a PDC in the back of my truck that pops up out of the tonneau cover if anybody messes with me on the road. It just shoots water, non-lethal, of course. But those PDCs on the Expanse are pretty sweet, and I'd love to have one in the back of my truck. Just saying.
Jack says we have a number of those today.
We understand. You have a home here. You're safe here with us.
That's right, yeah. Your road hate is safe with us.
Oh,
road
yeah.
hate.
We get it.
Just come and join the fire.
Exactly.
Just cuddle up.
We totally get it. Warm your hands.
We only have one odd man out on the Road Hate show, which is what this show is to be on Tuesdays, Road Hate.
Road Hate.
All right, 407-916-1041. Welcome back. I'm Jim.
It was sewage cannon fantasy.
Oh, was it?
Now, see, that's what I think you should shoot out that PVC pipe.
What's the keyword?
Bills.
BILLS. Text that, or go to realradio.fm and send that away. Broadcast professional. BILLS. Just go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance to win $1,000. Monsters had a winner today. Hopefully we can get one as well. That's our last clue for the day, by the way.
That is.
Yeah.
So, be aggressive.
Exactly.
I don't know how you do that.
You only have to do it once.
Just dial it hard
That's
when
it.
you dial it.
But just wait by your phone, because in less than an hour, you'll know if you're going to get that $1,000.
Got to pick up the phone if you're playing, by the way. You can't go, that's got to be a bill collector. It doesn't matter. You got to roll the dice, man, if you want that $1,000.
Even if it says spam likely, pick up.
It won't say that. It might say private number.
Okay.
I think private. That's what I need to check. I need to check with our winner today. I should call them and say, hey, by the way, what'd your phone say?
Exactly. Do a Jack Bradshaw and just pick it up every time.
That's what I do.
Since Amy Schumer helped host the Academy Awards where the slap happened, she's been getting a lot of press lately and a lot of things happening in her life. I guess she has a show called Life of Beth or Life and Beth. Which I didn't even know about. I think she's actually really funny, and I think the movie Trainwreck was one of the most underrated comedies in the last few years.
I loved it.
I thought it was super funny. Bill Hader and the Dave Attell and Colin Quinn.
LeBron James.
Colin Quinn and David Tell make the movie very funny. LeBron
John
James
Cena did a good job, too.
tries to ruin it. John Cena did a pretty good job as well. I'll give you that.
I mean, he held that.
James, single greatest athlete of all time. Bill Clinton.
I don't know. He held that towel really good.
So Amy Schumer, as she kind of continues to do press, of course, talking about the slap, her being a host, she's been revealing like over and over what it was like backstage, the feelings everybody had, and what was going on. So she's gotten a lot of this press. In the context of this press, I guess she did an interview with Howard, if I remember right, Hollywood Reporter as well, and admitted on both of those that she has a disorder called trichotillomania. Trichotillomania. What do you guys think trichotillomania is?
I think it's the fear of holes.
It's not the fear of holes.
Oh, the fear of mispronouncing words.
The fear of mispronouncing words is ironically wrong.
Oh, it has to do with the slap.
No, it has nothing to do with the slap.
Really?
This is a physical appearance thing.
Oh, fear of hair loss. Teeth loss. Your teeth falling out.
Jack is so close. I don't want to give him a bell, but I kind of feel like I have to.
You can't.
It's not a fear. She's not fearing anything. It's trichotillomania. It's something she does to herself.
Oh.
She pulls out her hair.
She pulls her own hair out.
Nice.
That's
Ross
exactly
magic.
it.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that.
Apparently, when she was a kid, this is, by the way, an appearance on Howard Stern, she opened up more about her living condition because it had made her feel ugly and unlovable. She did this when she was younger. At the age of 13 years old, she had to wear a wig to school. She had pulled so much of her hair out, she had to wear a wig. Ow. You know what doesn't go over in middle school? Wigs. Humiliating. She says, very hard. I ate my lunch in the nurse's office because somebody would say that I made them sick.
Oh.
And it was really bad, of course, for her. And I've just never heard of that. I've heard of other things. I mean, biting your fingernails and stuff like that. It's like one of those things if you can't stop it. Is there a mania for cracking knuckles? That I have a problem with.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Doing it or when other people do it?
Okay, I have an admission to make then because I mean this could be, I don't know what this is. See if this is a term for this. Not only do I crack my own knuckles obsessively, I also crack my wife's knuckles obsessively.
What?
Yes. Toes and fingers.
Ow.
Toes and fingers.
Has she ever kicked you through the room?
No, it's a thing she just deals with, and I don't know what it is. I don't know why I have this problem, but I pop my fingers and toes obsessively, like all the time. I'm constantly pulling on my fingers and popping my fingers.
And then you assault your wife.
And then and when my daughter's over, I do it with her as well.
I don't know why, but that made it weirder.
Give me a freaking break.
I just pop her fingers, and she doesn't let me know. She's like, "Stop! It hurts." And I'm like, "It doesn't hurt. Shut up. Give me your hand."
Yeah, it hurts so good.
And here, ready?
Yep.
Oh, see, I told you. You didn't know that one, Pop, did you?
No.
You didn't know about that one, did you? Here, hold on. I got another one.
Now, Jim's,
look at them. They're holding hands.
Oh, no.
It's so cute.
Have you ever popped that knuckle right there?
Why would you do that? Now he's like all chubbing out.
No, I'm not chubbing out. My God. Her hands are so small. It's creepy.
Oh, no, man. I saw your face when that
Come here,
happened.
Come here, I'll do yours.
You know,
Come here, I'll pop your
my
fingers.
other hand.
Mine are already popped.
No, they're not.
They're popped.
Oh, you don't.
Ow.
some guys like women with small hands.
Oh, that was a good one. Hold on. No.
Helps with the perspective.
Your hands are sweaty. What are you doing?
That's awesome.
Where'd you have those beforehand?
Small.
Hey.
Come here, let me pop your thumb. Come here. I'll show you how I do it.
You're not popping my thumb.
Come here, dude. I'll show you how I do it.
You're not popping my thumb.
You're going to need to bring that thumb to me.
You are going to have to change that tone. You dedicate that tone. I'm doing this tone. You're not popping my thumbs here, guy. You're not that guy.
Come here, let me pull your hair out.
You're not thumb popping. You're not hair pulling.
Let me pop your thumb and then use that thumb to pull your hair out.
Well, hair pulling, now that's a special night.
Just the thought of it has made me into some weird car salesman.
Weird Jersey guy. Yay. Oh, yeah. Tony.
You have anything like that you do like obsessively where you like you have a little kind of a tick, a personal tick or something like that? Now this is like apparently with her it was a thing. I mean, when you were wearing a wig at 13 because you've yanked so much of your own scalp out, like that's a totally different machine altogether.
You've had to have the thought of a toupee, right?
No, never thought about that. Never thought about the hair surgery. Not once ever.
No.
Well,
I'll tell
no,
you-
you thought about it, but the immediate answer was no because you were presented with that opportunity.
Oh, and tons of money.
Yeah.
Pay money?
Oh, tons of money.
Which is kind of ironic.
How much do you think I was offered to do something with my head for a client?
I don't know. Really?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God.
That's what the campaign would have been worth over a period of the time, a couple years.
How much? Wow.
I'll
Seriously?
I'd shave my head and get hair plugs for that amount of money.
Look, the joke on the Monsters for years is I am the hair replacement clinic's white buffalo.
Yeah.
I mean, a guy bald with a position like this to be able to tell people how wonderful it is, and I can't do it. And I don't have any problem with anybody that does, just not my thing.
Well, now it sounds like you do have a problem with anybody who does.
I don't. I do not. I promise you, I don't. As a matter of fact, people who've gotten it, Russ got it, and it looks amazing. Like, Rollins has the best I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, he's got it?
Oh,
see, you wouldn't have known if Jimmy didn't just out him.
The same guy, he's talked about it for years. The same guy that did that would have done mine. And I'm telling you, he's a genius.
Yeah,
it looks
but you
amazing.
look better without it.
But I just didn't feel that it was my thing. I just didn't want to do it.
You look better without it.
My son.
I couldn't tell you.
My son
Yeah,
has
you could. You're just all scared.
My son has the thing where he cleans his ears obsessively. So he's always in his ears with swabs.
Like with his car keys?
Swabs. Now that's a scratching thing. He cleans it so much so. You guys remember that I told you about this?
Yeah.
He had a ball of the cotton from the cotton swabs in his ear canal so deep and so big that they had to sneak this tiny little tube and a syringe behind it and inject warm water so it would loosen the wax up so they could pull this thing out. It was the size of a couple pencil erasers.
Wow.
That's why they tell you to
I
never
know.
stick that thing in your ear, by the way.
I did it today.
Yeah, because what happens is little by little, it'll pull you'll pull it out. You go, oh, look at all that wax. But what you don't realize is you're leaving tiny bits, like a beaver would build a dam.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. Little bits of cotton every single time you do it. And if you do it repeatedly all day, not all day, but a couple times every day, it's going to happen.
So then your ear feels pregnant.
He was really sore and it stunk.
What noise was that?
It stunk. It was not good. When they put that thing on the plate, I was like, God almighty. Sounds like somebody shot a sewer cannon in this place.
Wait a minute.
Are you a bad driver?
You were in the room with him?
Yeah, because, he was
he was under
17,
18?
17 when it happened. So I went in there with him. They boiled that thing out of there, and I was like, not again, bud. What are you doing? Get out of it. Like the size of a marble.
We apologize to anyone on their way home to have dinner.
Exactly.
I do not
fries.
To answer your question of do I have a tick?
Do you pick your you do your toenail? Like a lot of people like I do also my fingernails. I'm constantly I bite my fingernails, stuff like that because I have nervous tics.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
you have trichomania too with your beard.
Oh yeah, I do. I don't pull it out though, but I twist the hell out of it.
I pick my nose every now and then. I'll pick my nose. I want to get that stuff out.
Do you do it obsessively? Does your nose ever bleed when you do it?
It has once.
God almighty.
Nail was sharp.
Oh.
And you think my knuckle cracking thing is weird? And you dig in your nose to the point where you bleed?
Bring your knuckles over.
Let me.
No, I don't want to touch your knuckles now.
Let me pick your nose.
No,
No. Come on. Yeah. You pull his booger.
Easy, Jack.
Booger
God
knuckle.
almighty.
That's
Booger
what we
knuckle?
call it. My booger knuckle.
Show name. Just go ahead and write that down. Booger knuckle.
Booger knuckle.
Come here. Let me pull your burger knuckle.
And he gets
Let me
his
pick that.
nose.
Let me pick that schnoz.
You would stick your finger in my nose
to prove a point. Yeah.
and then
Wait, what
Ew.
point?
why does this sound sexual but is not at all?
Started with the knuckles. It's getting
Yeah.
weird.
I don't know what you're talking about. It having a sexual overtone.
Yeah. Don't look at me like that.
Bring your finger over and stick it up his nose.
No, people are so glad you said nose.
Are
Jack,
they?
you don't have any of these. You
Oh
don't.
yeah.
What do
I'm
you have?
doing it right now.
What do you have?
I am doing it right now. I pick scabs, like on my arm. I got this little thing, and I keep picking
You dig at it?
Yes, and it's a scar,
That's
and then I
bad.
pick the scar. Look, I put a Band-Aid on this arm so I'd stop doing it.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
And guess what?
Jack is destroying himself
Cell
by cell.
I used to do this as a kid, and then I stopped, and then just like a month ago, I just started doing it again, and only here when I'm at work.
Is when you do it?
I sit like this. I have a short sleeve shirt, so my arms are my
I've watched
upper
him.
arm. Deb watches me do it. Yeah, and it's on the camera. And I got one on both sides.
I do not pay attention to it. You've got little areas that designated for you to pick?
Well, he's got the same area.
I got the same area, and I keep picking it. So look,
You pick yourself until you have an open wound?
Well, listen, nose picker.
Oh, that's a size there, Jack.
Hold on, Jack. Put it up there again.
Sometimes the booger becomes very...
Wait, gotta...
lower.
Yeah, go
hard
lower,
cement.
Jack.
Damn, Jack! That is not good, dude!
Someone's doing a lot of anxiety.
That is not cool.
Jack, what is going on here, my guy?
Stop!
Stop it, Jack.
Stop it, Jack.
Stop it. Stop it.
Ross, slap him.
Keep going.
Slap him with the booger finger.
What happened to
I love the
the
texting service. That we're talking about different manias and everything like that. We just get this text. The guy goes, I like farting.
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about.
Not even.
Well, maybe it is.
We're not talking about that, buddy. We're not talking about things you like to do. We're talking about things you obsessively do.
Yeah, maybe he just likes it right on the front door, you know? Maybe that's his phobia. He's pro that on his face.
I like to see it shake.
I like to light them on fire.
What do you do?
Bite my nails.
You bite your nails? I got a daughter that bites them to the point where they are never, ever, her nails would never be long enough to scratch your back or anything like that.
Not only that, I bite them to the point where I'll bite, the ingrown. They'll be like bloody stumps, and then it hurts to get any water on them.
Are you serious?
It's so painful.
Who has the worst? I think Jack's the worst.
I think, but listen, it's all anxiety is what it is, because I hadn't chewed my nails in years, and now I can't keep a single long nail on my hands.
Oh, wow. I wonder what's the common denominator with you guys all of a sudden scratching yourself until you bleed. Does it rhyme with swim Flobert? Is it maybe this?
It's not me. Come on. I'm not that bad. God almighty. God almighty.
See, I just want to pick myself, man. God almighty. Oh, my God. Yeah, man.
Somebody said meth heads pick their scabs, Jack.
They do. That's called, wasn't it the crank bugs?
Got a new one.
Where they would think that they had bugs crawling underneath their skin.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Crank bugs.
Crank bugs.
Oh,
Jack
we're gonna have
has
a tough
crank
time
bugs.
we're going to have a tough time naming the show today. Booger Knuckle.
Okay,
It sounds like
crank bugs and booger knuckles.
That's a cop duo for Fox.
The next person...
Join us Sunday nights at 10:30 for...
Crank bugs and booger knuckle.
Whenever I get asked, how's working with Jim? I'm going to say, well, we all bleed because of him. We all, on our own time.
Look at this guy. He gouges out his own flesh. This one has bloody stumps for fingers.
Hey, I know this is ridiculous, but we did just do an interview that was important.
Yeah.
All right, we can talk about booger knuckles.
It's contrast. It's a balance.
I think
It
we
is
have,
a balance.
We have 4 good ones. You think the audience can beat us?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Cracking knuckles obsessively. You eating the Jack digging holes in himself.
Yeah, right on his triceps.
Right on his triceps.
Specifically on the tricep.
You know what it looks like? It looks like you were burned with the end of a piece of rebar.
Yeah.
That's about the size. You have a quarter-size open wound that you just continuously pick.
And it could have been, it was probably a mosquito bite,
Yeah.
And that's what started it. It's like, oh, what's that? And then you just start scratching, and you keep going, oh, you broke the skin. And then it scabs up. Oh, I got to get that.
Oh, yeah. And then
you
the
keep
scab
going.
gets up. Do you run this? You get the scab under your fingernail so you can feel it?
Oh, yeah.
Next thing you know, you wake up and you're just coagulated blood. You're just a scab with feet.
That's no way to be found dead. There with a partial.
No ding for coagulated? Whatever, man.
We've all made good jokes this segment, Ross.
No, that wasn't even a joke. I'm just saying.
I need you to appreciate me.
Hey, guys, let's do it. Come on.
Yeah, when you're...
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Ross is your standing ovation.
No, what is this?
This is your standing ovation you've been wanting all.
I wanted a bell.
He said coagulated.
Hey, that was so funny.
At a correct time.
Yay.
You guys planned this.
Okay.
Did you guys talk about this when I was gone?
No.
Swim Flobert would never do that. Back in a sec.
Staying one step ahead of the algorithms. Real Radio 104.1 on Facebook. Find it and like it. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
from the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price.
It's bumper to bumper out there heading west on I-4 between Parr Street and South Street, and also between 417 and Osceola Polk Line Road. We're seeing heavy delays too eastbound between Osceola Parkway and State Road 535. Southbound 429 is a solid ride too between Sinclair Road and I-4. We're still in good shape on the 408 and the Turnpike. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa hoagies are made just for you. Try a toasted cheesesteak, mouth-watering meatball, or classic Italian hoagie. Now you can add fresh mozzarella to any hoagie. Gotta have a Wawa.
Guys in Central Florida, it is on the way. Next week, the heat is coming mid to high 80s, and you guys know before it's done, it'll be in the high 90s and hot. Mills Air, that's who you need to have on your side. They've been doing this for 30 years. And when I say this, I mean keeping Central Floridians nice and cool. And they have the tough stuff. They know exactly how to take care of the problems. Ross's AC problem was a real bear because his house really wasn't built for it. Mills Air came through with not only a great system from Carrier, but a great idea so that his house would be cool all the time. That's what they can do for everybody. Speaking of the Carrier, they're Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates on a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to Mills Air. Family owned and operated, ready to help you right now. 407-277-1159. Find them online at millsair.com.
Cheer on your back-to-back Stanley Cup champions with an ice-cold Miller Lite. Miller Lite, the original light beer, is the perfect companion for watching the game at Amalie Arena, a watch party with your friends, or on the couch at home. Miller Lite. Celebrate responsibly.
Were you hurt in a vehicle and want compensation?
When you're injured on the go, just call Mo.
Did an accident leave you in need of representation?
When you're injured on the go, just call Mo. When you're injured on the go, just call Mo.
Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney, sung by a non-attorney spokesperson.
O'Reilly.
Cleaning your fuel system can make your car run better and improve gas mileage. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts and pick up a bottle of Chevron Techron Fuel System Cleaner and add it to your tank during your next fill-up. On sale now, buy one, get one free at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Stop by and talk to our professional parts people today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Do you think you're the biggest Magic fan in town? Then enter for your chance to win a fan cave renovation with Mountain Dew. Simply visit any local Winn-Dixie and look for the Mountain Dew display. Then scan the QR code and tell us why you deserve to win. One lucky fan will win a flat screen TV, an autographed jersey, a Mountain Dew fridge with dew for a year, and a fund of rules. And to locate your nearest Winn-Dixie, visit OrlandoMagic.com/ultimatefancave. Contest ends April 20th.
Are you overpaying on your car loan? Consumer Reports found that the majority of people are. And that's where Upstart comes in. Borrowers save an average of $80 every month by refinancing at a lower interest rate. Check your rate at upstart.com/auto is quick, easy, and won't impact your credit score. Check your rate at upstart.com/auto and start saving today. Savings are estimated based on all consumers who were approved for a car loan through Upstart and accepted their final terms.
Hi, welcome to IKEA. Happy Earth Month. Making a difference starts at home.
Oh, should I leave?
No, come in and explore our Earth Month event filled with offers, food samplings, and workshops to help make your home more sustainable. Plus, IKEA family members can save $20 when they spend $200 or more pre-tax when they scan their IKEA family card.
Wait, so I can help save the planet and save money?
Exactly. Come in and celebrate Earth Month at IKEA. Offer valid 4/22 to 4/24 in the U.S. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See store and IKEA-USA.com/office for complete terms and restrictions.
When couples come into International Diamond Center looking for engagement rings, they have lots of pictures from websites, from Pinterest, from designers they love, and 99% of the time we have what they want.
The brands that we carry are the brands the consumer asks for, the girls ask for, your future bride asks for.
IDC owner Keith LeClaire explains how IDC is always on the cutting edge because we partner with the world's leading designers, names like Tacori, Verragio, Henry Dawsey, and dozens more.
Fashions come and go, but why do some some brands stay forever? It's because they stay relevant.
IDC was chosen by these acclaimed designers, in most cases, as the exclusive retail partner in the region.
We try to provide the best of the best at the most current merchandise in the market today.
International Diamond Center, giving you access to the most sought-after brands in the world with a 5-star shopping experience with no compromises.
We want people to feel comfortable, relax, educate them, give them high quality for the right price.
Store hours and more at shopidc.com.
There's an app for everything. And I bet you have multiple apps on your phone just to order food, get a ride, or even find a date. But we made the iHeartRadio app your all-in-one app. Your favorite music, radio stations, and podcasts together, and all for free. Listen to your favorite radio station anywhere you want, plus all your favorite music and just about every podcast in the world, all in one place with one touch. Download the free iHeartRadio app today. Discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
Florida residents get in for only $16.50 till the end of April at Gatorland.
We now return to the Jim Colbert Show.
Hey, obsessive habit I have. I'm a painter. I get a lot of stuff under my fingernails, so I obsessively clean under my fingernails to the point to where I pull it away from my fingers.
God almighty.
Things all the time.
God, stop saying that.
Try that one. That's fun.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Your 5 o'clock keyword is still good, by the way. It's Bills, B-I-L-L-S. Just go to realradio.fm and send that away for your chance to win $1,000. Monsters had a hit this morning.
Yeah.
Love to have this last hour come through for us as well. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here. Yo. And so is Ross. Yeah. We'll have Ross Hott's top of the hour trivia coming up here in just a few minutes as well. Man, the texting server's checking in with a lot of these little disorder things. And by the way, Jack, I was making fun of your picking thing. Nobody says a word about popping knuckles. That's an old school one. Not many people said anything about the picking nose thing or anything like that. But a whole bunch of people said that they have the picking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
Jack is currently rocking back and forth.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, my daughter did it, and it was bad.
Did she do it by seeing you doing it?
No, because I don't remember doing it for the longest time, and it's weird. I just remember as a kid I did it.
So she started doing it?
She started doing it, and for her it was definitely an anxiety thing.
Right, yeah.
But she'd pick all over. And I don't know what happened recently, within the past month or two, that I just started doing
it again.
And you'll figure it out.
Only here.
Wow, that's so crazy. By the way, if you have one of these, we would love to hear about it. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. What are you laughing at, Ross?
I just love that he's really driving it in that it's only here with you three people, Ross Padgett, Deborah Roberts, Jim Colbert.
And I
You're
think
in the room with him.
Yeah, but it's also, I think it's because how I sit here, it's just like with this chair, my arms are up on this console, and then I fold my hands, and so my hands are on that spot. So then I just find, oh, look, there it is.
Oh, see?
Oh, yeah, sweet relief.
You sound like Ross picking his nose.
Sweet relief. Guess who texted me back?
Who? Did he really?
Oh, yeah, baby.
What'd he say?
He just, we're talking soccer. We're talking guy stuff.
Who texted you back?
Jim Jeffries.
The comedian Jim Jeffries.
Why do you text the comedian Jim Jeffries?
Because his soccer team got promoted to the English Premier League in Fulham FC.
Mm-hmm.
So that you thought that was a natural opening for you just to say, hey, remember me?
That's exactly what you should have done.
You know what
That's
should
exactly
not be
what
doing
you should have done.
is having this conversation on air.
What did he text back?
Said, boom. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to read text messages.
He just said boom. What's wrong with saying boom? Boom's fine.
Okay.
You're two sports fans talking to each other.
Did he give you an emoji?
No, there was more than just boom. I got to take this phone call because we're looking for phobias.
No, we're not. Come on. There you go, Jack. Grab his phone.
That's the lamest thing he's ever done, by the way.
There you go.
Oh, I'm not going to repeat that. Oh, I'm sorry, Ross. That was. Ooh.
Does he want to crack his knuckles?
Yeah,
Moose knuckle?
Ooh.
Really?
Take that back. Sorry, buddy.
You have Bill on line 1.
What did it say?
Everything's fine.
No, buddy, what happened? You got a bromance?
No, I'm not bromancing.
It feels like you had a bromance.
I'm trying to be a good individual.
A good friend? You guys are such buds?
That message made me anxious.
Oh, Jack, stop. You're going to...
Stop, Jack.
Jack, you're bleeding everywhere.
Jack, you need to go to the first aid thing for real and get some ointment on that, dude. Are you going to
I
scratch
was there
it?
yesterday. That's where I got this Band-Aid.
Someone texted maybe Deb should chew Jack's fingernails so he can't pick on his scabs.
No joke.
We should have that's a whole new circle jerk.
Hey, Bill, how you doing? Welcome to the program.
Good. How are you guys today?
Good, brother. You got one of these things?
Oh.
Well, it's not me specifically, but my wife has a sister that whenever she's sitting there and she gets nervous, she twirls her hair in the back of her head, and she'll do it. She ends up with bald spots all over the back of her head.
Oh.
She just twirls the hair out of her head.
Okay, so I have that a little bit with... Oh, hey.
Hi.
What a twist.
Hi, child. What? Is this Maria Bamford?
That's my son.
Oh, okay.
Hi, little man.
All right, buddy. We'll see you later, man. Damn, your kid on there. God damn. Why would you do that? Why would you just spring a kid on me? You guys talking.
Don't look
Next
at
thing,
me.
the kid's like, hi.
Don't look at me and say, well, how'd you spring a kid on me?
Yeah, no kid.
No.
Deb.
No kids, man.
Deb, how'd you let that happen?
And that can't be your first time misgendering, right?
Let me tell you something. I have a horrible record of choosing baby sex.
Even adults, man.
And listen, these days you can't make that. It's like, how's she doing? It's a he, I think. Yeah, man. That's sound like a girl to me.
I was just not expecting. It's like, yeah, this is the situation, and also here's the actual situation live on air too.
Right, here's the baby screaming about it.
I like Bill.
All right, 407-916-1041. Jack's a picker.
Wow.
I'm a popper.
I'm a biter.
You're a biter.
Or a chewer.
He's a digger.
Digger.
Oh, Digging Ross. Look at him.
Digger Paget.
Old Diggy Paget.
Let's just
my
hope
God.
he doesn't put it in the same sock.
We should get T-shirts for each of our little
That's
things.
what I was just thinking.
I'm a picker. I'm a digger.
I'm a chewer. And Jax will just say sweet relief.
Yeah. By the way, these are not fears. People like this is not a phobia thing.
These are just...
These are little tics that you have that you if you look back, you're like, oh my God, I do that. I twirl my hair until it falls out. Like I've got this little spot. I'm so cognizant of it that I will pull my beard hair on my goatee together so you can't see the little spot that I've twisted to the point where the little hairs have come out.
See, you're just as bad.
I just like effing with it so much. I can't stop.
You're just as bad.
I have to keep it trimmed so I won't pull it complete. If it gets too long, I will. And my son does the same thing. My son does this. He's got the beard, the twisting his beard thing. He does it with his arm hair sometimes too.
I'm telling you. It's a whole lot of anxiety around here.
When I had the facial hair, I would do that.
You can't not. You can't not do it.
You mess with it.
You know what's weird?
I do it.
You don't play with your hair. And women play with their hair. They're always curling their hair. They'll get a piece right here just below their, and they'll just do it all the time. Tori does it all the time. You've never done that. You never mess with your hair ever. I mean, I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying, as a woman, a lot of women do that. You do not do that.
Does anyone else find it creepy that that's something that he noticed about that?
Oh, come on. I sit in the room 5 feet from her every day of my life.
Listen,
it's weird.
It's no creepier than my noticing Jack's picking before Jack even brought it up. That's weird.
Now, you can see it because that's out of the ordinary. But if someone before today said, $100, what do you bet? Does Deb... twirl her hair, I wouldn't know where to put my money.
Oh, no, I would say yes, because I mean, a lot of women twirl their hair.
You said you noticed that she does it. Look, she's doing it now.
You know what I don't notice? You having meth spiders. That's what I don't notice.
I don't have meth spiders.
You have crank bugs.
They're crank bugs.
Yeah.
They're
John.
not meth spiders.
Hey, John.
Jim, you got a fear of your wood getting wet.
Okay, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Nailed
Let me tell you, I was at Home Depot bitching to those guys today about that order. Oh, God. That's what I thought I was going to be late for.
Really?
Yeah, but they were cool about it, so. What? Yeah, why are you staring at me so dumb? You look over here, you have this big dumb face. Is that your thing? Is that your thing? You have dumb face?
Eye contact? I can't even have eye contact.
I mean, just look at me with a dumb face. I was just thinking, Ross has a dumb face. That's what he does.
Is that your thing? You have dumb face.
Stage 5 dumb face. I have
But no.
terminal dumb face.
No anxiety working with Swim Flowbird.
Yeah.
None at all.
Oh, you guys rip my ass more than I'll ever.
I wonder why we
Get
all
outta
have
here.
these nervous ticks.
Yeah, exactly. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
It's going to turn out we're the worst people for each other. Yeah. And we're all going to go to therapy the same day.
Exactly.
They're going to go like, do you work with 3 complete douchebags? I'm like, God.
Yeah, no idea.
Well, ratings in, shows number 1. Yeah, you guys can never see each other
Right,
again.
exactly right. Go to Ross.
We will suffer for our art.
You work for a guy named Swim? That's weird. Joe, how you doing? Welcome to the program.
Hey, how's it going today?
Hey, it's going jovial.
I know the feeling. I'm driving home from work. I got a really unique one that I don't think I have met anyone else with this one yet.
All right.
I was born with it looks like a little piercing on my left ear. It's a literal birth defect on my left ear, and it's a twitch that it doesn't look like anything, but I had to literally squeeze, I don't know any other way to call it, fluid out of my ear.
Oh, you have
And
like a
it's
pus.
something-
You have a pus sac on your earlobe that stays there all the time.
Oh, yeah, everybody has that.
Enjoy your dinner, folks.
It looks like it literally looks like someone put a piercing in the upper, like, middle part of the flap of my ear, and from the right side to the left, I had to squeeze it out.
No.
So you just make your ear number 3 at red lights?
Yeah. Oh, it used to be a thing. Ever since I was in middle school, I had a little a bull kind of ring earring, and I'd put it in there, and I used to put mechanical pencil lead. And it would just drive me crazy to the point of obsession if I didn't get to, and it feel like there's like a 3-pound weight just clipped onto my ear if I don't do it.
Oh my God, that's terrible. Thanks, so sorry you have to live with that. That sucks.
He's got a pregnant ear.
Right.
He's got Matrix Scoop chilling behind an ear canal.
I was wondering what were you going to do with that. I'm kind of happy that's where you went, to be honest with you. Lauren, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Good, dear.
We're not
good.
sure.
After that last one, I'm not sure how I'm doing either. But I am a picker and a nail biter, so I've started getting my nails done so I don't bite them, but sometimes that makes it even easier to pick at my skin. And usually I pick at my face, but if I get a bug bite, I will scratch it into oblivion, and it's definitely anxiety-based. I don't know how else to get around it. It's something I've been doing since I was young, and I still do it.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
30 years old. That's
You're
kind of
still young.
That's kind of crazy. You're all young. I mean, have you thought about like seeking out, like, was there a traumatic event you think that maybe started something like that, or was it just you just started doing it?
I don't really know. When I was younger, my mom, she hated it. Stop picking. So then I'd do it in private. I'd have to go to the bathroom and pick at my face privately, So now I don't have to do it in secrecy, but I do think that I want to see a therapist and maybe get on some medication to deal with the anxiety, and hopefully that side effect will go away and I won't constantly have
Absolutely.
It's an insecurity that I walk around and my face has this little sore on it right now while I'm talking to you guys.
That's exactly that's what Amy Schumer was saying about it. Thanks for your call, Lauren. I appreciate that very much. It's, Amy Schumer, that's how we got on this topic, by the way. She has a thing called trichotillomania or trichotillomania. And it's basically pulling your own hair out, and it's an anxiety thing from trauma in her life, from being picked on, bullied, or whatever the case may be.
Everyone has something.
Not like Jack's, though.
Yeah, Jack is
oddly serene right now. He must have picked himself into sweet relief.
This has to be just being honest. This has to be a little therapeutic, right? Like talking about it like this. I've known you for 20 plus years. We've never spoken about this.
So, what you can see now, I know because I'm getting a little more sun. Sun's coming out. Riding my bike. So my arms are getting a little more tan. It's starting to show up the scars from when I was a teenager and I used to pick my arms.
I did that for a short amount of time.
Let me get my
Wow.
glasses on, Jack, so I can see.
Wow, Jack.
Jesus, Jack, that looks like the surface of the moon. I have those, but I have them from like hurting myself on accident, sticking nails in my arm on accident, or bumping or scraping or falling or whatever. Wow, that's nuts.
Scars from his teenage years.
Yeah.
I only did that for the picking up for just a short amount of time. But
I don't pick like that. I do if I get a bug bite, like I will just it'll just scratch. I itch a lot, so
Well, I'm OCD.
I have a scratch and brush.
So I have an OCD, so I have to be careful. It's easy for me to for something to become obsessive or compulsive.
So you have like a trigger thing that you can kind of employ if something like that starts, where you know like there's a protocol.
Not necessarily a protocol, but I know that's like, you're slipping into that.
Oh wow,
kind of that obsessive mind loop.
Wow.
So, yeah, like
that would have like not noticing Jack picking and you noticing it. Obviously, it makes you're familiar with it,
right?
And I am not. I mean, I know it exists, but I never know anybody that did it.
But I notice as well with your beard hair.
Yeah, exactly.
So I notice as much, I see your anxiety as much as I see everyone else's.
Yeah,
I do. You're anxious. What's going on? You want to talk to me?
I don't have any anxiety. I'm anxiety free.
You should sit next to you.
All I do is yell the F word all day. Yeah. As soon as we get a break, I just start yelling the F word when I mess up.
Or belch.
Which is pretty much all the time. God, we have so many of these. I want to get to them, but we can't right now because we have to go to break and do trivia.
That's all trivia.
Oh, it's all trivia?
Well,
right on.
Except line one.
Okay, we'll do him. Johnny, how you doing?
Nice.
Hello.
Hi.
My name's Jeremy. I guess you all talking about that facial thing or the hair thing where you pull hair out.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was ever stressful or stress-induced for me. It was mostly when I was bored or when I wanted to, like, meditate. I would focus on my, what's it called?
Hair?
I'd pull them out, but then, like, there'd be follicles at the end of the hair.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And I'd, like, crush them between my nails, and it would be, like, a weird, satisfying pop. I have no clue why.
Wow.
But doing that would just actually alleviate a lot of stress I had.
It's like ripping bubble wrap, dude.
It's
That's exactly what it's like. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
It's what it is. It's self-soothing.
All right, 407-916-1041.
Yeah.
And you have to be in there, and he's open wounding you the entire time. And all you're doing is digging your nose. Do you touch anything in there after picking your nose, by the way? Other people work in this building, buddy.
No one picks their nose here. I didn't.
You said that you did, though. You said you like digging in there. You actually used the words digging in there.
I didn't want to. Okay, I didn't want to say that.
But you did.
I did. And I regret it.
Do you?
Which is why I don't want to talk about it anymore.
What Jim Jeffrey send you?
That's man stuff, man.
Man stuff. Well, I am so sorry. I'm not qualified.
You don't want to break the man code. You don't want to share text.
I'm sending this recording of you talking about this to him. I'm letting you know that.
Oh, well, good luck on sending an email.
I'm going to have my wife do it. We just got a new book on Venmo, and I'm virtually certain I can work it. All right, load them up for trivia. We'll do that next.
Oh, Lord.
We have a prize. Get on board at 407-916-1041. Jim Colbert Show Trivia is brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage. That's CENTO moving.com.
This is 11-year NBA veteran Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Insperity.
The Warriors, behind their raucous home crowd, took a 2-0 series lead over the Nuggets.
You know exactly where you are. All products have that lifetime warranty, and if you act right now, how about rebates of $55 per window and $95 per door? No money down, no interest, no payments for 12 months. Get in there with FAS Windows and Doors. Get the windows and doors Jack and I have. Enjoy that efficiency, the quiet, and of course, how nice and cool it is in your home. Hop online at faswd.com.
What's done more to improve overall health and wellness, modern medicine or personal hygiene? Actually, it's both. But considering that bathing went mainstream in the 1800s and brushing your teeth in the 1900s, isn't it time for something new, like cleaning your nose? After all, your nose is the body's air filter for trapping dirt and germs, the first line of defense against allergens, bacteria, and viruses from getting into your lungs. But how do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage isn't medicine, it's more like plumbing. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril to the very back of the nose where germs can get trapped and multiply, and then out the other nostril, flushing out mucus and microbes so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier. Join over 2 million others and find out for yourself how refreshing and easy to use Navage is. At Navage.com, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Sunnyside
plumbing?
Hi there. I've got some kind of a leak at my kitchen sink.
Sorry, we can't take your call. We've all gone to a self-improvement seminar.
But there's water leaking all over the...
However, there's still hope if you'll just wait a few hours longer.
Hours?
But waiting is good. It's a chance to reconsider your choices in life.
Oh no, this can't be happening.
Above all, be present. Don't dismiss your feelings.
Not worried about my feelings. There's water going everywhere.
Try to see this as an opportunity, a way to grow as a person.
You know, this would never happen with Frank Gay.
True enough, but you didn't call Frank Gay.
Not this time.
The universe is sending you a message. You just need to hear it.
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
Have you heard the message? Hello? Are you still there?
FrankGayServices.com.
Is your current home loan the right fit for you? Rising home values mean that you could have more home equity than you might imagine. And if you're considering a refi, an expertly chosen loan from Loan Depot could save you thousands. Ask about their smart term loans, cash out, and over 300 loan options to find just the right mortgage loan for you. Call now, 866-888-LOAN, or go to LoanDepot.com. Loan Depot, where home means everything. Rates are subject to change. Equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 174457. Licensed in all 50 states.
If you've ever ordered food for work, you understand. It's different. There's just so much more at stake. Whether it's a meeting, a client call, or lunch with the office that has to arrive at the actual lunchtime, food for work has to work. That's why there's Easy Cater. Food that's on time and as ordered from over 82,000 restaurants. And if there's a problem, rare, you can reach someone in seconds.
Thank you for calling Easy Cater.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
Cash, by now, everybody knows those DIY security systems. They're a joke, and no self-respecting crook pays attention to them.
And frankly, Woody, most police departments don't either. That's why we've got Safe Touch Security here at the radio station, the most advanced system on the market.
Safe Touch calls it their layers of protection. The first layer begins with the Safe Touch yard sign, which represents the only guaranteed response time in the business.
And the next layer is your Safe Touch perimeter guard cameras using 24/7 analytics that alert you before the crime happens. Plus, Safe Touch cameras alert the criminals that they've been detected and recorded.
Then there's the always-on feature. If someone violates your zone of protection, Safe Touch is notified before they even enter the house, where the Safe Touch two-way communicator has them in an average of 11 seconds.
And Woody, the Safe Touch equipment is installed by professionally trained technicians.
Folks, all this costs way less than you think. For a free estimate, call 844-324-2900. Online at safetouch.com. License number EF233.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
So y'all talk about while driving, what drives you crazy is I'm an Amazon delivery driver, and whether I'm in this van or if I'm in just my car, one of the things that drives me nuts is when people are on my ass. I'll tap that brake so quick on them. That's something that drives me nuts.
Check them up.
And I fantasize about putting them in the ditch.
Hey! He was just joking about the Amazon driver thing. I'm going to get him in trouble there. Got to keep your job, homie.
Hey, he just thinks about it,
All
right?
right, 407-916-1041. Got a few minutes left for that keyword, BILLS. It's Bills. Just go to realradio.fm and send that away.
I love how at the very end of his talk back, you heard Siri say, "You've arrived at your destination."
Got to get that air fryer out.
Exactly.
All right, welcome back.
I think I need one.
Welcome back. I'm Jim. Deb is here. Jack is here, and Ross has the old sauce jar.
All aboard!
Chugga, chugga.
Air fryer.
Choo, choo.
I have a pair of one-day passes to Sunfest 2022. That's going down April 28th through May 1st. Sunfest takes place alongside the Intracoastal Waterway and downtown West Palm Beach. The festival grounds are on Flagler Drive in between Banyan Boulevard and Lakeview Avenue.
Danyon? Or Banyan. We'll go with you. Oh, sorry.
Some of the artists include Brett Young, the Black Pumas, Boys to Men, Sam Hunt, Counting Crows, and even Lil Wayne. Full lineup over at sunfest.com. Also in the sauce jar, Jim.
Yo.
I have a pair of tickets to see the single greatest soccer team, Orlando City SC, versus the New York Red Bulls. That's this Sunday, April 24th at Exploria Stadium. I will be there. Jack will be there. He might be there. Game time kickoff is at 3 p.m. 3:30, actually.
Yeah, 3:30 kickoff.
Yeah, 3:30 kickoff. Little matinee soccer. I can't wait. I'm going to play golf in the morning, watch my favorite sport in the afternoon, be not sober throughout the entire thing, and that is your sauce jar, which is brought to you by
Cento Family Moving and Storage. Go local and support a family-owned and operated Orlando moving and storage company. And if you mention the Jim Colbert Show, you'll get a discount. Book them today at centomoving.com. That's CENTO moving.com. Digger, back to you.
Thank you so much. Where are you playing golf?
No, I don't know yet.
All right.
I was thinking maybe Drub's Dread, maybe Eagles, whatever it's called, Eagles Pass or something.
All right. Eagle Dunes?
Eagle Dunes.
All right. Who goes first, buddy?
Let's welcome Ashley.
Ashley. Hey, Ashley, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you guys?
Son of a bitch.
It's a unisex name.
Is your name actually Ashley?
It is.
Okay.
Named after Ashley Wilkes and Gone with the Wind.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, wow.
My apologies. I thought Ross was screwing with me there.
So, Jim, how do you feel?
I get it all the time.
That's okay, buddy. Want to play a little game with us?
Yeah, let's
do it. All right. Oh, yeah.
Want to play a game?
All right, Ashley, this is a very easy game here. I got a question here for you. 4 answers. One of the answers is a lie. If you can find it, off to the sauce jar you go. What are you laughing at?
It is a very easy game.
It isn't easy. Oh.
We're rooting for you, Ashley. He's
I
on
haven't
one.
worn underwear since like 85.
That's an odd admission, Ashley. I am the puzzle master, though. Let's see how this goes.
Okay.
The puzzle master.
All right, Ashley, listen up. Here we go.
You're not.
It's National Garlic Day. I don't know if you knew that. Here are 3 fun facts about garlic and 1 lie that tastes great and repels vampires. Number 1. China produces more garlic than any other country. About 66% of the world's garlic. Number 2, ancient Greeks were buried with bouquets of garlic to ward off spirits and bring good luck in the afterlife. Number 3, the average person eats about 2 pounds of garlic per year. And lastly, if you have acne, press a slice of garlic against the zit. The antibacterial properties will heal it faster. Which one of those is a lie?
I think I'm going to have to go with number 1.
Oh, no. Number 1 is the absolute truth, unfortunately for you and breaking my streak.
Sorry,
China does
Ashley.
produce more garlic than any other country. Here in the U.S., who produces more for the states here, guys? What state produces more?
New Jersey.
California.
Yeah, it's got to be California.
California.
Yeah, all right. Who's next?
Let's welcome James.
James up top. James, how you doing?
Biblical.
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
Good, buddy. We're talking about garlic today. Today's National Garlic Day. Here's some facts about that. Find the lie here, and I'll send you to the sauce jar. Number 1, ancient Greeks were buried with bouquets of garlic to ward off spirits and bring good luck in the afterlife. Number 2, the average person eats about 2 pounds of garlic per year. And lastly, if you have acne, just press a slice of garlic against the zit. The antibacterial properties will help it heal faster.
I'm going to go with the very first one.
That's the one, buddy. You're a winner. I'm going to put you on hold there. I still win. I am still the puzzle master. You are on hold, and you get your choice of prizes of Sunfest tickets or tickets to Orlando City Soccer.
So that's what determines a win for you now? Mediocrity?
Oh, let's just go ahead and read the rest of these before I go over there and snap that little pissant in half.
Damn. A couple texts from Jim Jeffries, and he's just all up in himself, isn't he?
This guy's famous.
Just feeling himself.
Going to the Grammys with him? Is that what you guys?
No, I am not.
I couldn't tell you. You won't read the text.
I
You're
know.
such a girl about it.
Look
My
at
God.
that face. He
you
really
write him
wants to tell.
You going to
but
pass him a love note when he's here next?
Listen, I'm not changing my stance here. You used to call it a win when you got through all 4
I understand, but I've had a bad run, so I've got to work on something, buddy. Don't you understand?
All right. I mean, just let us know next time when we should celebrate average.
Son of a bitch. Ancient Greeks were not buried. with bouquets of garlic, but there was a group of people that was. It was the ancient Egyptians.
Really?
They were buried with bouquets of garlic to do that very thing. Plus, it was a sign of, not aristocracy, but it was just a sign of
wealth, power, privilege.
Not being average.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Average person does eat about 2 pounds of garlic. You guys garlic fans? You eat a lot of garlic?
I love garlic, but garlic doesn't love me.
Yeah, I'm allergic to it.
It is.
Are you really?
No, but I've told my wife that for years, but she ignored it and continued to increase the garlic she'd put in the food she made.
Oh, yeah, it makes you pick at your elbows.
Let me hit you with this real quick. If you eat garlic, don't cook it. All right? Now, you can cook it,
What?
obviously. It is genuinely one of the best things you can eat on planet Earth for your body. There are so many attributes to eating garlic. It would take me the remainder of the show to tell you. Matter of fact, they tell you if you want to reduce your blood pressure, eat about 3 raw cloves of garlic per day. And within about a week, you will see your blood pressure plummet. Like it is
Well, yeah,
genuinely.
because no one's around you.
Right.
Causing you pressure.
Heart issues, blood pressure issues.
Yeah.
It has been, they used to call it Russian penicillin because during World War II, they didn't have enough medicine to send with the soldiers. So soldiers would get garlic and rub it on their wounds because they knew it had healing properties.
See, I knew that about honey, but I
Yes.
did not know that about garlic.
The acne thing is true as well.
Okay.
There's a term called alumophobia. And it's a term for people who are actually afraid of garlic. Never thought that could possibly happen. Brides in ancient Greece carried bouquets of garlic and other herbs instead of flowers. Garlic isn't good for cats and dogs. I did not know that.
Yeah, no, that's...
It's like toxic to them. I did not know that until today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't know that garlic was that bad for your dogs and cats. I guess it's a gastrointestinal thing where they get a real bad gas or whatever.
Oh, can you imagine? A garlic dog fart?
Yep. There, in ancient writings, there's evidence that workers that built the pyramids of Giza were fed garlic to increase stamina and strength through the build.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. And then lastly, I actually just put, you should research how good raw garlic is for you. It's like literally that impressive. You're like, man, half of the trivia sites that I went to talk about this, half of the questions or half of the information was just about what great things raw garlic does for your body. And it's important that it's raw. There's a specific element of it that it dies if you cook it in any way, shape, or form.
Really?
Steam it, saute it, whatever. That particular compound goes away. But if you eat it raw, it has this compound, and this compound is like miraculous for your body. Seriously.
And one of those attributes is not making new friends.
Right, exactly.
Right, yeah, exactly.
You know, the funny thing
It's
is,
so good for you,
it
though.
mentions that in almost every one of these. Although not the best smelling, but it will do this. Although not the best smelling, it will do this. So
It goes great in like juices and smoothies and stuff.
And a lot of the chefs now, back in the day, it would just be you minced it up and chopped it. But really, the best way to get the most garlic flavor in something is to grate it. So get your clove and get your grater that you would use for like if you're zesting lemons or something like that, and use that to turn the garlic into like a paste almost. That's when it's the best. What's coming up for thoughts?
Guys, it's time. We're going to embarrass one of you three.
Oh, it's not you.
There's one person on this show that's going to be forced out of their realm of comfortability.
Oh, good.
And I will tell you who that is and what we are doing after the break.
All right,
Love that buzzer,
It would
Jack.
be realm of comfort.
That's coming up next.
What?
Call of the Void.
No, I nailed it.
Winning Wednesdays happen every Wednesday on our Instagram page at Real Radio 1041 with a new prize available every Wednesday. Real Radio 1041 on Instagram is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price.
Big problems on Apopka Vineland Road at McCormick Road. A crash is blocking a lane north and southbound. Traffic's having to get by in the grass around the accident. Southbound 417 pretty much stopped traffic still between Aloma Avenue and University Boulevard. This crash taking up 2 right lanes. And we're seeing heavy traffic continue westbound on I-4 between 417 and Osceola Polk Line Road. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Troy University. Troy University announces a tuition freeze for undergraduate, graduate, and doctoral programs while continuing the clear cost plan, which also reduces fees. Learn more at troy.edu/lead change.
When the big box stores wanted to partner up with a bathroom remodeling company, they chose Rebath, and the reason why is because that stellar reputation, the fact that they've been in business for 31 years, they have the proper license and insurance, they're dependable, they have standards performance to make sure you get the job you paid for on time, every time. Not to mention, they background check every single one of their employees, and these guys are very good at what they do. And the guy who owns this company is a gentleman named Dave Dembauer. He and his son have been running it for years, and all they want to do is get you a beautiful bathroom. That's their entire focus, and man, can they do this for you. Drop by the showroom, 436 up in Altamont. They're right across from Kobe and very easy to find. And when you walk in, you're going to see some models set up. Those models are just to show you what the products look like that they have to offer you. Every bathroom from Rebath is a custom bathroom. And even if you live here in Florida and have one of those garden tubs that you thought was awesome for the first year you lived in your house, and now it's where your cat lives or your dirty clothes go, that space could be used by Rebath to create a beautiful shower. They do this all the time, and they're ready to help you out as well. The products are quality products, and they do these bathrooms in 4 to 6 days. They do it with their employees and with a lifetime guarantee. You can't lose. It's Rebath in Mid-Florida. Hop on board today and book your appointment at rebathmidfla.com.
The hit investigative true crime podcast Hell and Gone is back with a new season exploring the 2015 disappearance of teen Abby Stepik. 3 years later, Abby was found deceased, and to this day, multiple investigations have led nowhere.
The fact that they found her phone in her car, her wallet, her keys in her car tells me someone planned this.
Listen to Hell and Gone. That's H-E-L-L and Gone on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Here's a top move for hiring a divorce attorney. See how they look and handle themselves on video or audio. Chances are that's them at their best, with editing, setup, and multiple takes. The courtroom is live. Mediation is live. Make sure your divorce lawyer is going to make you look good. At Trenley Kramer Law, we handle family law and divorce. TK Law, onefirmforlife.com.
Life is about showing up and about showing people you care. HCA Florida Healthcare helps you show up for your health and your family's. Florida's largest care network makes healthcare easier, friendlier, and smarter. And we put you at the center of it all. HCA Florida Healthcare. We show up for you. Learn more at hcafloridahealthcare.com.
You can't get much for $5 these days, unless you go to Wendy's for a $5 Biggie Bag. Get your choice of double stack, junior bacon cheeseburger, or crispy chicken BLT, plus 4-piece nugs, fries, and a drink, all for just $5. That was smooth, wasn't it? That's how you're going to feel when you get that Biggie Bag at Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Includes 4-piece nuggets, small soft drink, and small fry. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
What are the core values at International Diamond Center?
Integrity, stand behind your product, be involved in the community, give back if you've been blessed, and take care of your people.
That's Keith LeClaire at IDC, who along with his wife Peggy just announced the creation of the Fifth Sea Foundation, the charitable arm of IDC.
When God blesses you, you want to be able to reach out to make a difference in the lives of so many different people.
Peggy, Keith, and the rest of the IDC family created the Fifth Sea Foundation to focus on 3 key initiatives. Give kids a chance, support military families, and end human trafficking.
Pick the ones that are closest to your heart, stay true to it, provide, and help society. That's what IDC is all about.
The Fifth Sea Foundation, a focused and more impactful approach to making a difference in our community, helping to fund and volunteering with organizations that align with IDC and the LeClaire family mission.
This is my passion.
International Diamond Center, family owned for more than 35 years, blessed with tens of thousands of loyal customers, and honored to give back to our community.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents
And Doug.
Check it out, Limu, a roadside carnival.
Step right up, folks. Test your strength. Come see the fire-breathing baby.
Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Look! An emu wearing sunglasses!
Limu, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Hand me that nail gun. Here you go. And here's the fries. Lunch.
Who's hungry?
You know, maybe instead of loading up a nail gun with French fries to feed the crew, we should just order lunch through Easy Cater. Food from all our favorite restaurants.
My bad.
On time and as ordered.
Huh. Load up the hot dogs while I think about it.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Food for work on time and as ordered from over 85,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
Cheer on your back-to-back Stanley Cup champions with an ice-cold Miller Lite. Miller Lite, the original light beer, is the perfect companion for watching the game at Amalie Arena, a watch party with your friends, or on the couch at home. Miller Lite. Celebrate responsibly.
Alone, chicken, onions, peppers, and cheese have potential. Together, they have a purpose, a destiny, and a name. Jersey Mike's number 16 Chicken Philly. Because grilled to order makes a sub above.
Spicy Chicken McNuggets are back at McDonald's. Get 20% off with McDonald's app at participating McDonald's.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind studio. Your accident, your future, your attorney. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or call pound 546 from your cell. You're listening to WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Available everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. We are an iHeartRadio station. The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
You guys are a bunch of weirdos, but that is why I love the show.
I woke up to the morning.
Scratching the surface, kid.
I'm the queen of weird.
We haven't even gotten into Deb's, but
yeah.
2 pages into her journal, you'd start crying. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Thanks for tuning in today. We appreciate that very much. Welcome back. I am Jim. Deborah's right there.
Holding myself.
Jack is here with us.
Good evening.
Of course, Ross has some thoughts. Let's get to them.
It's weird.
Shoot the gap.
Shoot it, bitch.
Funny.
Oh, we're going to shoot it.
Sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Considering shots.
Spelled like sauce.
2 of us.
It's Ross thoughts.
Should not enjoy that much, but I do.
Oh man, it's really fun to say. If you're listening in your car, just go ahead. Just give a guttural yell, a shout of "shoot the gap." I'll wait for you.
Shoot the gap.
Now that you're done shooting the gap, welcome to Ross Thoughts. So the first thing I need to tell you guys is that one of us has a weakness on this show.
Just one?
Just one. All right? 2 of us may like butt stuff, but one of us has a weakness. I'm going to let the listeners really fill in that blank. Just spreading rumors over here. But one of us has a weakness. And his name is Jack Bradshaw.
All
right,
what is it?
Now I'm listening.
You thought I was going to say you.
Oh, yeah,
we
totally
all thought we were
did.
going to say Jim.
Let's get in here. What's up?
All
What do you do this time?
Us 3, we have a go-to. We aren't the best at it.
At what?
Voices.
Oh.
Jim, you have a great Southerner.
Well, I've got a couple of them, actually.
All right, and then what's your I would say your number one go-to.
That's my go-to. That's this guy here. He's just tired of people in his life.
All right, yeah. All right, now Deb
I got
has
a scary voice as well.
I think Deb, that's not. Okay.
Yeah, Deb has a bunch of them. Though.
Deb has a lot of voices, but I think one of her go-tos is surprisingly Beetlejuice.
We've come for your daughter, Chuck.
And she does a great Midwesterner.
Oh, yeah. I've played a cow, you know.
Look at that.
A bovine.
I'm a big fan. This is just absolutely unreal.
Owen Wilson?
Yeah,
baby.
I don't even know why we're all here. We just throw the ball out of bounds. And then we go downtown and say, wow, wow.
I used to do a Darrell Waltrip when I was on the Monsters because he's the most effeminate-sounding NASCAR guy.
Yeah.
So he would always be like, this car just come around number 6, got burned out, and somebody should just run out of oil or something. The slicks just won't hold on to their track. I don't know what's going to happen. Back to you, JR.
Yeah, it's like a coked-up Lindsey Graham. I like that.
It is like a that's exactly what he sounds like. You've never heard a guy's just Southern married, couldn't be more man. Just let that stomach just smut out. I don't know what happened. It's great.
So it's just so I wanted to take a moment and just realize that all of us need to come together and we need to acknowledge that Jack isn't that good at any voice.
I don't do voices.
And that's why we're here.
He said it was going to be uncomfortable, Jack.
It's not his comfort zone.
During Theater Thursday, when you were writing those and cared about the show and stuff, when those were happening, did you do we remember Jack having a specific voice that he could pull off? Because his girl was always the same. It was just Jack with his nuts in a vice.
Yeah.
No, that's why I was either the announcer or I was always the character with the fewest amount of lines.
I want more voices.
But that's terrible. You should not be. You should want more.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that's why we are supposed to be here coming together.
Oh, the French guy.
To talk about your lack of voices.
That is why we talk about my lack of voices.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on to something. All right,
Look at this.
Right.
Look
You
at
guys
Can you
could
do
be-
an Aussie?
Now
You guys
go
could be a gay
F
French couple.
yourself.
And then it gets violent, man.
So you
Take this baguette and shove it up your...
Baguette.
Wait, that sounded like Jersey via France.
Oh, yeah. A transplant.
This
A student.
baguette,
He's bi-coastal.
open up for the baguette.
A little Jersey mobster there.
I think he was still doing French. So what I have is actually a random country generator.
Okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So I have to
Not
do
like
accents.
Not like a Kenny Chesney
But
CD.
I don't... See, I'm not a student of the language where I don't know what to say.
It doesn't matter.
But what about
We'll
if
just
it's written for you?
Just pick look. Just make a sentence.
All right.
And then and roll the thing, and then make him say that sentence. Because you
What do
have
you got? What do you
because you
got?
have your what's the one thing you can do in Scottish?
All sorts of different types of balsamic vinaigrette.
There you
and
go.
he's got his Spartacus Inch, his southern attorney.
I got that. All types of balsamic vinaigrette.
No, it's terrible.
No,
You sound like
that
you're dying.
sounds like, that sounds like you've had a stroke.
And that's why we're here.
It sounds like you're purging a stomach ulcer.
It sounds like he's having a demon.
So that's why, because this is what's that one show? What's that one thing when you
Intervention?
It's My Line or-
Intervention. It's an
Intervention, yeah.
intervention of Jack's lack of voices.
All right, so
This
let's
is
make,
why I don't do voices.
let's make up a sentence.
All
Let's
right.
get a sentence that we all agree on, and then spin that thing, and let's have Jack rip it in those particular. So what's the sentence?
So Jack, do you have a go-to sentence? Because I have a bunch right now. First
a
one,
sentence?
yeah,
No.
If
Give
you
me
were
a
to say, "I love ranch dressing in both of my shoes,"
Or I pick my arms until I bleed.
yeah, that both of those work.
I love ranch dressing. I love ranch dressing in both of my shoes.
So it sounds like you almost want to go a little JFK.
I love era.
So what is your is that your JFK?
I think his record's skipping.
Yeah, exactly.
I think somebody needs to bump the CD machine because I think his brain's skipping.
So if I wanted to hear that, and I'm curious just to see what comes up.
Okay.
If I ask you to say that sentence,
I love ranch dressing in both of my shoes. Right
now,
okay.
say it as a. I'm gonna go with Croatian.
Oh man.
I don't know what that sounds
it's
like.
Like Lube. It would be a little bit like Lube, right?
Yeah, well, he's Macedonian.
Yeah.
I love French.
That's Italian. That's Italian, buddy.
I'm not. I got to go further east. I'm working on it. It's a.
Are you doing this as a backpacking trip?
I gotta get there. I only made it to Italy.
You're going to make him pick his arms for the last 45 minutes of the show, you guys.
You
Stop
started
it.
him off with like the worst one.
All right, let's go easier.
Yeah.
Belarus.
Oh, give him something doable, dude. Give him something like just in main Europe.
That is Belarus, the same as
Yeah,
Russian.
same.
Exactly.
But
don't make him be a Russian. My God, man, what are you, commie?
can I hear how it sounds?
No.
Well, how do I know?
You don't know how a Russian sounds? How many Rocky movies have you seen?
Oh,
that's real Russian.
I got it. I will break him. I
will break you.
I will break.
You got to get in there, buddy. Come on.
I love ranch dressing in my shoes.
I love ranch dressing in my shoes.
You sound like Tip O'Neill.
All right,
you sound like Kissinger.
So what about like a Swedish? I want.
There you go.
I love.
This should be your friend show. You
He's
should just get
literally
on stage
unraveling in front of us.
and have the audience yell countries at you, and you do that just for 50 minutes. I'd book a ticket every show.
Like a little.
I love French dressing.
Durky durk. Think of the Swedish chef.
How about
Here to here, love the French dressing.
Here to ho.
How about
I love the ranch dressing.
Jamaica?
Yeah, man.
Now,
Yeah,
with the ranch dressing line.
Well, you know, man, I
Okay,
love
yeah.
the ranch dressing in my shoes, Pop Pop.
Oh, yeah.
Lord of mercy.
Yeah, a Jamaican, I love ranch dressing in both of my shoes.
Yeah.
You got this.
Okay, you gotta yell. You gotta yell for Jimmy. Yaman!
Yaman!
Yaman! Freeport! Weedman! Weedman!
Yeah, find those terms. That's getting you in the gear.
Weedman!
I like that.
I love ranch dressing, man, in my shoes!
Oh, God.
In my shoes!
That's as close
In my
as he's ever going to
shoes!
get.
Could you imagine somebody tuning into this right now?
Wondering.
Like spinning, like just got into town, loaded up, families in Disney.
Respect,
you got the
man.
minivan, they're just hitting search, and they stop on this.
Yeah.
They just get right back in the car and go right back to Idaho.
Wagwan, man! Respect.
Wagwan, there.
Everything I need.
That's it. Dude,
That-
we
there
found-
you go.
All right, we found his Jamaican
We found
one.
his voice.
We found
All
a
right.
little heart in Jamaica. A Prince of
And apparently
Prince of the
he's
Caribbean would be pretty happy about
yeah,
that. Prince of the Islands.
he's
only
asked
have
for a
one voice.
lot of weed when
Oh,
he's
yeah.
been in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Weedman.
Hello, darling. Everybody does that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's Jackson's better. Though.
What a wonderful world.
That's good.
This
All right.
it would be the easiest impression.
Okay, what?
I love that. What a source of encouragement.
Really?
You're so bad at this, I'm going to embarrass you. And if you do something well, I'm going to tell you how easy
He
it is.
drops a bomb on you with Croatia right out of the bat.
So for anyone who thinks that we are mean to Ross, he deserves it.
I'm sorry, we don't celebrate average. We don't do mediocrity.
Hit him with another country.
What would you call your comedy?
Hit him with another comedy.
What are you talking about? This is best of, baby.
Okay.
I forgot I don't determine that.
So,
Oh,
what
we
about people? Do you have any impressions of people?
Yeah, do you do any celebrities or anything like that? Or
Chris Walken is a very common one. It's
yeah.
to the point of it's beaten to pulp.
And he used to work for work with a guy who did one of the best Chris Walkens ever. Otto.
Oh, yeah.
So what? So I'm not asking for a Chris Walken, but do you have any go-to? I know that you have a Daffy Duck or a Donald Duck. Yep. He's
Okay.
real
But
proud.
I can't say anything in that. All I can do is that.
My favorite part goes Deb goes, okay. Deb doesn't say a word the entire thing. She's like, Daffy Duck's like, I'm in. What? I heard that. Oh,
You got it,
Oh,
Mickey.
boy.
all right, that's a good one.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Touch me there.
Oh, easy.
Whoa.
That's why I wear gloves.
I've only got 3 fingers.
I love ranch dressing in
I'll use
both of
them
my
all.
shoes. Why am I sweating?
I'm a permanent shocker.
So, anybody?
Okay, we're late.
We gotta go.
Wait,
We gotta
wait,
go. I
all
got
right.
nothing.
All right. Before we get out of here, for the ender, what is your impression of Jim?
Oh, get out of here.
Get out of here.
You mother.
I'm gonna be late today. I got wood
Oh,
coming.
come on. I said it one time in the last 6 months.
Oh, come on.
That is genuinely bananas.
Wait, Deb, what do you mean you didn't bring candy? Oh. Where are those
Don't say
nerd
that.
clusters?
Don't even say that joking. I got my clusters right here.
Those are your Ross thoughts. We're getting jacked. I'm out.
That doesn't. You got to redo that,
That's it.
buddy.
Yeah, it doesn't sound right.
Everyone's just jacking.
Well, it is a commercial break.
Again, if you're just tuning in, could you imagine what's on the radio? Everybody's just jacking.
Welcome to Jack Fest for your ears. We're jacking your ears.
Welcome to Orlando.
That's our billboard.
Yep, we're jacking
the
your
Jim
ears.
Colbert Show. We're jacking those ears.
See your Ross thoughts come out in peace.
Jack those ears.
I will pay to see that on a billboard, man.
Rip off the knob and jack those ears. All right, back in a sec.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7. It's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and SecuredRoofingAndRestoration.com. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Mike, and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call ClausmanLaw.com.
Well, authorities have moved this accident south on 417 between Aloma Avenue and University Boulevard off to the shoulder, and traffic's able to get by now and up to speed as well. Apopka Vineland Road at McCormick Road still a problem. It looks like the through lanes are blocked both north and southbound. Avoid this area altogether. Southbound travel on the Turnpike stop and go between 417 and US 192. See traffic problems? Call the traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm Paige Carrera.
This report is sponsored by Florida Prepaid. Florida 529 prepaid plans work great alongside scholarships and financial aid to help cover all the costs of college. Enroll for free in an inflation-proof 529 prepaid plan by April 30th and earn up to $500.
Business owners, are you feeling the pressures of running your business? You know, there's a limit to what you can do and still keep employees engaged. Insperity knows that, and they bring 30-plus years of HR experience to help you with hiring, training, HR administration, and compliance, but the entire time, giving your employees competitive benefit options. You're able to focus on other priorities, your employees can thrive, and your business can grow. With Insperity, nothing seems impossible. Full-service HR, employee benefits, HR technology, that's Insperity, HR that makes a difference.
This hour of programming brought to you in part by FAS Windows and Doors.
What's done more to improve overall health and wellness? Modern medicine or personal hygiene? Actually, it's both. But considering that bathing went mainstream in the 1800s and brushing your teeth in the 1900s, isn't it time for something new, like cleaning your nose? After all, your nose is the body's air filter for trapping dirt and germs, the first line of defense against allergens, bacteria, and viruses from getting into your lungs. But how do you clean your nose? With Navage. Navage isn't medicine, it's more like plumbing. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril to the very back of the nose where germs can get trapped and multiply, and then out the other nostril, flushing out mucus and microbes so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier. Join over 2 million others and find out for yourself how refreshing and easy to use Navage is. At Navage.com, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Bed Bath, and Target. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Are you overpaying on your car loan? Consumer Reports found that the majority of people are. And that's where Upstart comes in. Borrowers save an average of $80 every month by refinancing at a lower interest rate. Check your rate at upstart.com/auto is quick, easy, and won't impact your credit score. Check your rate at upstart.com/auto and start saving today. Savings are estimated based on all consumers who were approved for a car loan through Upstart and accepted their final terms.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My AC's blowing hot air.
Voted the top HVAC company by the robots we hired to vote for us.
Yes, my air conditioner is...
For AC repair, press 1. Fine. Are you sure it's actually broken?
Well, yes, it's blowing hot.
Have you considered fixing it yourself?
No.
Could try YouTube. Might be a video about air conditioners.
No, I actually want a professional...
Saw a video yesterday with a cat on a bicycle. Hilarious.
How would that help?
Might make you feel better about the whole broken air conditioner thing.
This would never happen with Frank Gay.
But you didn't call Frank Gay.
Right, I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have an AC problem, you need a professional solution. An expert who can diagnose your system right away and get the air blowing frosty cold again. That's the Frank Gay way.
I found it! Look at him with his little helmet.
That's the Frank Gay way. FrankGayServices.com.
If you've been involved in a slip and fall accident and are not sure what to do, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733, and take back control of your life.
Office in Orlando.
You've trusted Cars for Kids with your car donations for over 2 decades. Now Cars for Kids can help with your property donations too. If you're spending money on a property you don't use or hassling with out-of-state properties, donate to Cars for Kids instead. It's simple and easy. They will take over all taxes, maintenance, and insurance obligations. Best of all, you'll receive a tax deduction for the full appraised value of your property. To donate, visit carsforkidsrealestate.org or call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS today to learn more. That's CARS with a K.
Picture the perfect international vacation. Historic architecture, quaint cafes, beautiful beaches. It sounds great. Now imagine getting there. You've got a 14-hour cramped flight, a long wait in customs, and a whole lot of jet lag to look forward to. Introducing a new way to travel, intranationally. Get all that international charm without ever leaving the country. Get all the culture, cuisine, and beaches right here in St. Augustine, Ponte Vedra. travel intra-nationally. Visit floridashistoriccoast.com to learn more.
The new true crime podcast, White Eagle, investigates one of the largest cash heists in U.S. history. The robbery of over $7 million from an armored car warehouse. Was the ringleader a criminal mastermind, or was he a political pawn in a Cold War operation?
For some folks, they were boogeymen. They were, bandits hidden in the mountains and shadowy figures. For others, they were heroes.
Listen to White Eagle on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Cheer on your back-to-back Stanley Cup champions with an ice-cold Miller Lite. Miller Lite, the original light beer, is the perfect companion for watching the game at Amalie Arena, a watch party with your friends, or on the couch at home. Miller Lite. Celebrate responsibly.
Having trouble with your AC? Call our friends at Mills Air, 407-277-1159. With 30 years of experience, they can certainly help you out. Carrier factory authorized dealers with up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. Family owned and operated, it's millsair.com.
There's an app for everything. And I bet you have multiple apps on your phone just to order food, get a ride, or even find a date. But we made the iHeartRadio app your all-in-one app. Your favorite music, radio stations, and podcasts together, and all for free. Listen to your favorite radio station anywhere you want, plus all your favorite music and just about every podcast in the world, all in one place with one touch. Download the free iHeartRadio app today. iHeartRadio. Discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
$500 in free gas or diesel fuel with any purchase. Visit nationstrucks.com today.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show, also available to watch at The Jim Colbert Show on Twitch.
Jimmy, I have a quick one for you, man. I know you have a diverse palate, and I know you like, the stouter kind of beers, like Guinness. Well, I found this the other day, and it was pretty good, actually. Interesting flavor, pretty good. Coffee-flavored Guinness. Check it out. It's in Whole Foods.
All right, cool. I'll do that. Angel from the Monsters turned me on to my latest. It's not even a stout. It's an imperial porter, but it drinks like a stout. It's a little sweeter, but it's infused with daddle peppers, or daddle peppers, some people call them. And he had it for beer of the week for the Monsters, and he gave me an extra, and my God, man, it is so freaking good.
You drink beer every night?
Not every night, but I probably drink a beer at least, but I don't drink more than maybe one. I had 2 beers in the freezer last night when I got home and drank maybe 1 1/4. So I need to pick some up, actually. We have some beer that we got out in Austin from a brewery out there, and we're on our last can of that.
I can't believe I pulled that off.
What's that?
That last talk back. That was me.
Oh, yeah. That's good. We missed a bunch of them. 407-916-1041. Text us 77031. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. I'm Jim. Deb, Jack, and Ross are here. We didn't do this one. Damn it, Bobby.
Yeah, he does it
do
great.
that one. Hank Hill. Is that Hank Hill?
That's pretty
Hank
good.
Hill, you're
Hank
right.
Hill.
Yeah.
Damn it, Bobby.
Love
and then
that show.
nobody did Arnold. That's another one that do the chopper. You know?
That's the thing. It's like Chris Walken, Arnold Schwarzenegger, those voices.
Almost too easy.
Not even too easy. I just think that they've been
It's only
done-
too easy if I can do it.
It's now oversaturated to the point of I have to prevent myself from eye rolling if I hear like a Walken or Schwarzenegger at a comedy club.
Yeah, it's a little too easy. What is the latest one like that? What's the latest celebrity? Owen Wilson's one because it's kind of unique. But nobody
definitely overdone.
Oh, Matthew McConaughey. That's another big one that a lot of people like doing.
That's my McConaughey.
It's all right. That little Texas whistle. Yeah, you got that little Texas whistle. All right, 407-916-1041. I saw a story today, but when I tried to just bring this up, it's like it's pulled down. But it was just basically this. And it's interesting because I know of 2 people I believe this has happened to. What happens when your long-term relationship, when your partner comes up and tells you they are gay?
Oh.
This particular story was an 18-year-long relationship, and the man came up to the woman and sat her down, and she thought she was going to be told that, he's leaving her type thing, and he basically just came out and said, hey, look, I've just discovered here recently, but I am gay. There's no question I'm gay. And it was just kind of
like that.
Yeah, first of all, I think I can speak for Jack and I. We are proud of you.
No, it wasn't me who did it. I didn't. It wasn't me. And oddly enough, I have been married 18 years.
Yeah, we know.
But it wasn't
I
me.
misunderstood.
How did Tori take the news?
She was cool with it.
All right.
There is.
Always had her suspicions, huh?
But it was weird, because back in the day when I would hear that, I'm like, oh man, somebody's not doing something right. And I just when I read it this time, I was like, oh, I guess that happens. You don't really think about it. And when a situation like that happens, like now, I wouldn't cast blame. I guess you just come to that discovery. That's the case. The most famous case of this is
Lou Diamond Phillips.
Lou Diamond Phillips.
Yeah, his wife ending up with Melissa Etheridge.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Divorcing him and marrying Melissa, and then they ended up getting divorced. This happened to my stepfather's dental hygienist back in Green Bay.
Really?
I think she had been married 30, 40 years and fell in love with her hygienist.
And it's weird. I don't know that there's a separation of like percentages. I think it's probably pretty even. I don't think it happens with, males saying that they've discovered they're gay any more than females discovering they're lesbian. I don't think there's a weighted side on either part of that equation.
And I think the timing of the marriage probably has to do with, with the age of the individuals. It was a different world growing up,
Yeah.
Coming out wasn't as easy or as accepted. Yeah. Not that it's easy now, but you go back 20, 30 years and it really wasn't easy.
I mean, it's got to be easier now.
I hope it's easier now, because I think for those folks like that dental hygienist, she probably knew all the time what she really felt, but it wasn't accepted.
Yeah, geography has a lot to do with it being easy or not easy.
Yeah.
Easy in Orlando, not so easy in the Panhandle, some of those little small areas, not easy in Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, some of those places. Wouldn't be Idaho, Boston,
Wyoming.
Massachusetts, maybe. In some areas there wouldn't be that easy. But in that same sense, I do know somebody who went through this. And it was the woman who told him that she liked women. And if I remember correctly, they weren't in a committed relationship. They were in a committed relationship, not married. I think they'd been dating for like 2 years, year and a half, 2 years. And and the person is such a sweet person, such a sweet dude. I think he was actually, like Ross was saying, jokingly, he was happy for her that she had kind of found herself, kind of thing, and
right.
And wasn't in or upset in the least, not at all. I don't know how I would react to that. How would you react to that, Ross? If your fiance, I would be upset as well, because you're losing somebody you're in love with.
And it's just another. It's hard for me to look at that or hear that news and not think like, oh, well, we're going to break up.
Would you automatically take that personally and think that you did something that made that happen, or you just kind of were, would you take it that way?
I wouldn't feel like deceived or anything, but I think I would, unfortunately, I would feel some level of embarrassment. It would be embarrassing.
It would be?
I would be embarrassed that I didn't know that I spent all this time with you.
And you had no idea, huh?
And not even that, but I never got to meet the true you at some point. Maybe you have that realization 2 weeks into the relationship, or maybe you have that realization years into the relationship. Nonetheless, I still had no idea. It would definitely feel like some sort of waste of time.
That would be the thing I think I would feel the most. I would be upset that we wasted each other's time for so long. Right. Even in that sense, I mean, what if that person looked at you and said, well, I don't think it was a waste of time. We had a wonderful relationship. I've just come to this conclusion that, I am no longer attracted to you sexually because I'm attracted to women now.
Well, that's great that works for you.
Yeah, but the waste of time thing, you could say that about any relationship ending, regardless of the sexual identity or preference of,
I would agree with that.
Of your partner,
that's
because
true.
you say, well, it didn't work out. You can feel like it was a waste of time, or just feel this was part of life's journey for me that brought me to this moment right now. What's interesting is if a woman leaves a guy for another guy, then you can feel that maybe there's
betrayal.
A
severe
what's wrong
betrayal.
with me. But if it's for a woman, then it's like, oh, it's the ultimate. It's me. It's not you. It's me.
Right.
Because obviously, it's okay. No, I. This is not what I am looking for. This is, and that's something you cannot be. So
I would definitely ask, how long have you known? And that would be a big question. I think that would lead to what Ross is talking about for me. Like if you've known for 4 or 5 years and you didn't like approach me, you didn't give me the respect of being with me that long and treating me like somebody that you trusted and loved and say, hey, look, I'm just having these feelings. Let's talk about it because it's getting overwhelming and I don't know what to do, because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, but it's sometimes maybe the person doesn't know. Maybe they're questioning and realize, everyone's like this and might have an affinity for another sex that's just, but not the dominant one for their relationship and feel like, they're on the right track. Maybe they feel like this is who I'm supposed to be with. And maybe that's just really a really strong friendship I have. And after a while that they come to the realization that, no, I'm supposed to be with that person.
Whose ego gets crushed more? Is it guys or is it women? Like, Deborah, if Chris came up to you and said, hey, look, I've been doing some soul searching and not only do I not want to get married, just to let you know, I think that I'm this way. I mean, you guys have been together 6-7 years now?
8
years now? I mean, would it be an ego thing for you? I think automatically most guys would go, oh yeah, man, that would break my soul because from the outside looking in, it would be like, oh, I couldn't treat my woman right enough, or I couldn't do what it took to keep her as a female.
Right, exactly.
Would it feel the same way to you as a?
I think it would, and yet at the same time, there's nothing you can do to fight to get that person back.
There's nothing you can do. That's the thing. And
that's the heartbreaking part of it is that, there's no even trying.
How do you even get angry about it?
I don't think, I think you'd have to expect it and understand it because behind that anger is pain.
Sure, no question. But I mean, you can't hold on to that, right?
Well, you can't. No, definitely not.
Yeah,
definitely not. You have to
supposed
support the person. It's better that they tell you than not tell you and just go behind your back.
Right, exactly.
I think
That's
of that
dangerous.
poor governor. I think it was New Jersey's governor. It was like 10, 15 years ago when he came out and she had to stand next to him as the first lady.
Oh,
Remember?
yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Now, to me, that is egregious. That is you're asking way too much.
Texas server checking in. The exact scenario happened to me. Spent 16 years with a woman who never told me she was gay, but seeing someone on the side. Friends afterward told me that they saw her holding hands, but no one even bothered to tell me.
See, that I'd have to hide the body.
Yeah, but
whose body?
It's funny that no one bothered to tell him. That's been an age-old question.
It is.
Yeah, when you see someone, do you know, when you suspect, and if you see two women holding hands, do you necessarily, and you know that she is with she has a
married,
male partner,
right?
Do you automatically assume it's a romantic relationship?
Look, let me just tell you straight up. You see my wife holding hands with another woman, you tell me immediately. Like immediately. Do not pause. You text me immediately. And I promise I'll do you the same if you'd like.
Okay, because that's a really good question, and it's never easily answered because you're just as easy to become the bad guy for saying something as you are the good guy for saying, hey, heads up. So how do you answer that?
So let's make a pact.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Blood pact right now. Everybody cut the wrist and put it in the middle.
Yeah. All right, what?
It's just
I'm already bleeding. I can just pick one of these.
Exactly.
Well, I'll just touch Jack's open wound.
Yeah.
My sister's husband was married before her, and his wife was a high school coach. She left him for another woman. This is back in 1983 in Ohio, and he never brought her up ever again.
Yep.
The minute she walked out the door, he never said her word again. Never said her name again.
My daughter's friend, her parents had 3 children, married for 20 years. They got divorced. She married a woman. He married a man.
Wow.
But you think about all of those times when, I think of like the series, like a John Wayne Gacy wouldn't have been a John Wayne Gacy if he could have just been who he was.
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, because he fought that. Yeah,
he fought that, and his dad tried to beat it out of him, and it ended up that 34 or 35 young men ended up paying for that sin because he couldn't be who he wanted to be. He ended up turning into a monster.
That would be such a difficult conversation, not only to hear but to deliver.
Oh yeah,
because I mean you have to assume the person hasn't fallen out of love with you. Because love and sex are two different things.
Absolutely.
So you have to assume that they still love you as a person. They've been with you. Maybe you have kids together. You've shared some of life's most difficult situations, maybe a death in the family, maybe marriages. You've seen lives begin with births in the family.
I think this would feel more like a death than the end of a marriage.
I would think so too. I would think that exact thing, because how are you bitter about it? I mean, you're bitter about the situation. No one wants to go through a divorce,
right?
But in that same scenario, what good is it doing you for them to stay if you know their truth isn't being lived?
Because it's so final.
I think it would be actually somewhat of a silver lining. I'm not saying, first of all, breakups suck. Divorces are worse.
Brutal.
But if it was for that reason,
for one of the
partners, coming out, there would be a massive silver lining.
Yeah,
to a certain degree of being able to go to sleep going like, it
wasn't me.
It wasn't me. I didn't do anything wrong.
I would agree with that. That's what I'm saying. You don't really have any guilt when it comes to situations like that. There is pain, extreme pain, because again, you're in a relationship.
You're going through a breakup.
And of course, now things are going to be considerably different if there are kids involved.
Well, not only that, there are different levels of breakup, and a breakup when you still love someone makes a breakup 10 times. I mean, if you're angry, pissed off, and can't wait to start your new life, that can fuel you through a lot of the pain. But when you still love that person and you still saw a future together, but now you can't,
and you start rolling through the finances, you would assume, of course, that the person who had to make the admission is going to be a little bit more forgiving when it comes to how the things are separated. You're like, I would think you're like, okay, well, I put you through this. Right. At least we can kind of come to a decision that is amicable for the both of us when we're splitting things up. But then you have to live through that person now, again, especially if you have a family,
right?
That person, entering a relationship with the same sex. A lot of things have to be explained to your kids at that time, if they're younger.
There's
not an easy way to go about that, is there?
Not a damn thing worse than a breakup.
No, there really isn't.
It's so bad, it's comically bad.
My first divorce was, I might say my only divorce, I should say.
Thank you.
Was absolutely gut-wrenching. I mean, 2 years afterwards, I would pull over to the side of the road and just weep to the point where I might lose my breath over it. It was so bad.
I was told that it takes half of the total time in a relationship to get over said relationship.
Yep.
So if you're in a relationship for 2 years, it takes you a full year to be 1,000% done with it.
How long were you married, Jimmy?
I was married 16 and a half years, and we were together for like 17 and a half years or a little bit longer, and we had 2 young children. So, just what it is, it's the guilt. I didn't feel bad because of the marriage itself separating. We were both ready for it. I mean, the marriage had been dead for years, but man, the kid thing is just impossible to explain to somebody, the darkness you feel when you go through that. If you care, you'll have a guilt that'll be overwhelming.
Yeah, but we had no children when we divorced, and I mean, it wrecked me. It wrecked me.
But wouldn't you still say though?
And I'm the one who asked for it.
That it absolutely totally wrecked, and I'm not disagreeing with that. But imagine putting kerosene to that fire with a child, and how that just makes the whole situation heavier, right?
I was so grateful that was not our case. So grateful for that, because I grew up in that situation.
That was the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Well, I say the hardest. The guilt that I failed was the hardest thing. The second hardest thing was now my kids are introduced to new people, and I have no power over it. Helpless. And the same thing from her. I mean, I would be dating somebody and she's helpless. She doesn't control who would come in contact with my kids. We did have an agreement,
right?
And it worked out quite well for, with the exception of a couple of times, but it was, we were very respectful that way. Even though we disagreed about a bunch of other things, we had that in common.
Still tough, though.
It is. 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. If you want to load up Last Call and do your best celebrity impersonation, we'll listen to them. I'm not going to say
call and do Jack.
I'm not going to say we won't lie. Load them up right now. 407-916-1041. Let's get out of here on a Tuesday.
Did I say do Jack?
Make us think or make it funny. Just make it good. Get on board now for Last Call on the Jim Colbert Show. 407-916-1041.
This Real Radio 104.1 weather report sponsored by Rude Air Conditioning, powered by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast, and we've got a beautiful stretch ahead for the next several days before the heat and humidity return for the weekend and a chance for a late-day storm. Until then, low humidity levels, breezy conditions, morning lows in the upper 50s to low 60s, highs close to 80 degrees. The winds will be blowing out of the east about 15 to 20 miles per hour, representing a high fire danger, so just a heads up there. Otherwise, a nice break from the heat. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. If your company needs to spring into efficient hiring, then check out Indeed. Their powerful hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Gotta love the guys over at Safe Touch Security. They're always doing it right with the best equipment out there. The 3 levels of protection from the yard sign to the cameras all the way up to that always on, the dome of protection. These guys have the best equipment, and they always take your situation into consideration when building your system. Whether you have kids, whether you have pets, dogs, where you live, 2-story, 1-story, these guys are always making sure you have the system. And when you're talking about Safe Touch, you have that guaranteed response time. Nobody else has that. No other company offers a guaranteed response time. And what that means is within a few seconds, usually 11 or less, you're going to get the response that something's going on. And of course, now with the Safe Touch cameras, not only are they recording, they're letting the criminals know they're being recorded. And then, of course, that immediately gets text to your phone. Notifications mean no time waiting for the help that you need. That's exactly what happens with Safe Touch. These guys will get you the system. And I'll tell you something else, too. You hear all these great attributes about my Safe Touch system, your Safe Touch system. It's not expensive. This is a very affordable, very comprehensive system. The best thing to do, hop online at safetouch.com, read about it, learn about it, but get a tech onto your property. These guys are total pros. They'll build a system that will work perfectly for you and your family. Hop on board and do that today at safetouch.com. State license EF233.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell with the law firm Cordell & Cordell. Divorce can be complicated, especially if children are involved. If you're a father and want to protect your role in your children's lives, remember Cordell & Cordell. We've helped men with matters like these for 30 years, and we'd love to help you.
Contact Cordell & Cordell to schedule an appointment with one of our firm's Orlando area attorneys, a partner men can count on. Office in Orlando. Online at CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Hand me that nail gun. Here you go. And here's the fries. Lunch. Who's hungry? You know, maybe instead of loading up a nail gun with French fries to feed the crew, we should just order lunch through Easy Cater. Food from all our favorite restaurants. My bad. On time and as ordered. Huh. Load up the hot dogs while I think about it.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Food for work on time and as ordered from over 85,000 restaurants. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
Tax problems can be extremely stressful and cause financial devastation. The tax attorneys at J. David Tax Law are right here in Orlando to be your personal advocate and resolve your IRS or state sales tax issues. J. David Tax Law focuses on your needs and case outcomes. Don't be fooled by out-of-town tax companies that focus only on signing you up without even working with an attorney. At J. David Tax Law, only highly experienced tax attorneys will represent you. If you have federal or state sales tax debt, payroll taxes, bank levies, wage garnishments, tax liens, or unfiled returns, have a face-to-face with J. David Tax Law and get the help you need. Never trust your tax situation to anyone you can't walk in and look in the eye. Call J. David Tax Law for a no-cost consultation at 407-603-3962. That's 407-603-3962. Or go to jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away.
A little to the left. Now to the right. Back to the left just a bit. Oh, that's good. Oh, wait. I think it was supposed to go on a different wall.
You were kidding!
Armstrong Air believes that comfort doesn't need to be complicated. We'll help keep you warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Visit ArmstrongAirInc.com and let Armstrong Air deliver the comfort you deserve. Mention this ad for a residential $79 precision AC tune-up. Turn to the experts today with Carrier and Armstrong Air.
To build a better tomorrow, we're making a bold new energy commitment to transform the energy grid, preventing thousands of outages, to add more renewables and advanced technologies like solar and wind as we drive toward net zero carbon, all while keeping the energy you depend on reliable and affordable. We're Duke Energy, and we're building a smarter energy future for you.
Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Ross, if you were driving in Germany, you would be pulled over and arrested for how slow you drive. Guaranteed. Just stay out of the left lane, bro. Just don't drive in Germany.
Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks so much for tuning in today. We appreciate it. We'll do it all over again tomorrow. Animal House tomorrow. Scott Maxwell joins us. He's fired up.
He should be, man. That Split Oaks thing comes to a decision tomorrow.
We'll probably be talking about that tomorrow.
Anybody who Orange, Seminole County, Split Oaks doesn't want a toll road through land they promised to preserve, read Scott Maxwell's article this afternoon about it.
Another toll road, just what Central Florida needs.
And it will only benefit the billion-dollar developers who are looking to put more development on land they promised to preserve.
Now, stop
forever.
it. That doesn't sound like anything we do. All right, welcome back. I'm Jim.
Whoa. You're a billion-dollar developer?
No. I meant to say they do.
Deb just groaned like Marge Simpson.
Welcome
MacGyver's on.
I am Jim. Deb is here. Jack is here. Ross is here.
Another impression, you guys. Whatever.
Oh, homie. Or the witch that I like to do as well.
God damn.
Creepy, isn't it?
At least talented guy on the show by a million.
Oh, homie.
I'll drop the talent down for you.
What was that?
That was my
Marge.
Marge Simpson.
Oh, yeah.
Howie.
I'll make you feel better about yours, Jimmy.
Oh, homie.
Jimmy?
You sound like Will Ferrell doing the Cubs announcer. What was his name?
Harry
Carey, right.
Okay.
Holy cow.
That's it.
It was a shot up the middle.
Do your
He
Marge.
didn't even throw to first. Oh, Homer.
Is that how it sounds?
That
was demonic.
Yeah.
Oh, Homer. Oh, Homer. Oh,
It's not like that. It's not sweet.
homie. Oh, homie. Oh, homie. Oh, homie.
Again, people tuning in right
God.
now.
They're just, we're
The
so
guy
sorry.
right now is texting from his hotel room. I'm in Orlando.
Exactly. What's
And
going
I'm
on?
flipping to the radio station, and the station is just yelling "Oh, homie" at each other in their best Marge Simpson.
Oh,
And
homie.
Yay!
And the other guy's going, "Is that the show?" And then the other person says, "I guess."
It's the Oh Homie show.
All right, Deb, who do we have to thank today?
We want to thank Dave Jenkins with Conservatives for Responsible Stewardship for talking to us about that solar bill that we're once again waiting to see what Governor Ron DeSantis is going to do.
Of course.
Jenkins.
JimColbertLive.com for all of
Is it Jenkins?
Leroy Jenkins. Everybody, Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, quoting a
Dave
video
Jenkins.
game viral video.
Look at that, crazy, huh?
Yeah.
That's a funny one too. I just can't see for a second. Hold on.
Oh, Jimmy.
We have a Twitter poll today. I can't even remember.
Yes. It's who does the best impressions on the show. And I'm just going to say, I did not come in last place. You want to see who won? You go to @JimColbertShow on Twitter. Follow us
tell
there.
us.
There you go. We didn't put it up.
Don't tell her that she's going. She believed it.
We have no Twitter poll.
I'm never believing anything else you say, Jack.
We do have
Bradshaw.
lines open for last call.
You know,
It's,
you say that a lot.
2 of those, 3 of those, 4 of those.
And I still trust you.
Oh, did you do the thanks already?
I did.
Yes.
I'd like to add thanks to Deb, who brought us all in these nerd gummy clusters today. And Ross is trying to be a good boy and not open his.
He was.
Listen, he did a good job because I opened mine, only had a couple, and then put them back in the secret hiding place because I can't have it, man.
I ate almost the entire bag, and then I decided to look at how many calories it would be. And then I walked around and gave the last 5 pieces away.
Oh,
I
very
just
good.
want you guys
That's
to notice, didn't even open mine.
Damn, bro.
Wow.
I just sniffed the...
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, homie. Shoot the gap.
That's a special night at the Simpson house.
Man, after this hot ass show, we only have one guy for last call. That's stupid.
I guess it was all
It
that.
was funny as hell.
homie.
I challenged.
They can't top it.
I was gonna say I challenged him to do something. They're like, "Oh, I guess we won't do it.
Come on.
We're pussies. We won't try."
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. That's my new That's my new Owen Wilson.
It's a wind-up Owen Wilson.
Somebody just texted us at 77031. Y'all make me happy to be schizoid.
That's so good. Wow.
Just absolutely unreal. I don't even know why we're all here.
Are you doing stand-up this weekend?
I'm not doing stand-up this weekend, but I will tell you straight up, May 6th, May 7th, I'm back in New Smyrna.
Oh, nice.
So those two shows that got canceled
cool.
months ago, they are happening May 6th, May 7th at New Mad Caps Comedy Club.
New Mad Caps Comedy Club. Very good. If you want
I don't know why I said new.
all the information, of course, at Ross Padgett Comedy, or you can find him on all the socials. He puts it up there at all times.
Real quick, Orlando Fringe is doing their teaser night tonight. They have the adult version that kicks off tonight. I believe it's at 9 o'clock. You go to orlandofringe.org. You can get the details there.
Very good. And we'll be talking about the Fringe as it comes up here soon. We'll be sponsoring a stage.
Yep.
So that we can have some fun out there as well. All right, let's get to the last call here as we load them up. Nas, last call.
Hey, after all these years of doing demolition, man, I still don't know what the shows are for, but I'm willing to arm wrestle you, Jimmy, if you want.
That's very good.
Not bad.
That's very good. Very good. Maybe the best call you've ever had. Keith, last call.
Hey, who found the? Did anybody find the prize?
The big green egg was found Friday night and announced on Monday. Robert Smith out of Not Davenport won it. He and his wife and his kid looked for it. It was do you know where it was?
I do not know where it was. Where was it?
Winter Garden, Florida, in the caboose right there in downtown.
Jimmy put it in his caboose.
Nice.
Yeah, very good.
Jimmy, I'm thinking maybe you probably hit the Yankees' next win is probably there too, somewhere.
That's going to be easy to find. It's happening tonight.
Oh, baseball shade.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, then he clicked.
Oh, that was Beth, too.
Wow.
Cooch, last call. Wow.
That was not bad.
Like zoinks, man.
Oh, get him, Ross. Get him with the pro stuff. Get him with the pro level.
Like zoinks, dude.
Oh, dude, he wore you out. You can't F with the pro. That guy's a pro. Get out of here. No more. I'm done. No more. Tell him no more. Tell him no more. I can't take any more. Don't. All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Jim Jeffries.
All right, tomorrow, Animal House. Who's in for Animal House tomorrow?
We have the Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando.
Very nice. Haven't talked to Kathy in a while.
No.
Also, we have Scott Maxwell. Plus, your calls and texts all day long. On behalf of Deb, Jack, and Ross, I am Jim. We follow the News Junkie. They follow the Monsters of the Morning. After us, Tom and Dan with the Corporate Time and our friends from Real Laughs. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a wonderful Tuesday evening.
Enjoy the beautiful weather. Bye.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next.